People gotta just stop.
Sway, we in it, bitch. Sway, go crazy. Sway, go crazy. Go crazy. Need a war for this shit. Nah, can't take a nigga bitch like this. Do you got drip like this? I need a war for this shit. Man, we go hard with this shit. Can't take a nigga bitch like this. Do you got drip like this? I need a war for this shit. Man, we go hard for this shit. Can't take a nigga bitch like this. Do you got drip like this? I need a war for this shit. Man, we go hard with this shit. Can't take a nigga bitch like this. Do you got drip like this? I need a war for this shit. Man, we go hard for this shit. Swear. We in this bitch taking pictures. Bad bitches wanna snap it up. All of my niggas official. Real niggas, they gon' dap it up. No, we not all for them jiggers, we jigging. Somebody come tell me I need a milli. Was my bro, but these niggas envy. Way back when 3 5s went for the 50. Damn, I'm on my way to the bank. Or should I say when we was smoking that Reggie dog, but we called it gang. Damn, these niggas real but they ain't. Niggas think they gon' run up a check, dog, and think they can't take a nigga bitch like this. Do you got drip like this? I need a war for this shit. Man, we go hard with this shit. Can't take a nigga bitch like this. Do you got drip like this? I need a war for this shit. Man, we go hard for this shit. Can't take a nigga bitch like this. Do you got drip like this? I need a war for this shit. Man, we go hard with this shit. Can't take a nigga bitch like this. Do you got drip like this? I need a war for this shit. Man, we go hard for this shit.
Man, I got too much drip. Man, I put sauce on my bitch. Nigga just walk through the field. Fuck around and take a nigga bitch. Hold up. Down and I shoot you the long range. I got them guns, they think I got gun range. Get to the bar and I give me a bottle. Fuck on no friend and I fuck on real life. Real life, true story. All of my niggas, they loyal. All of my niggas want heart. You run up on me, we gon' blow you. Boy, I just caught me a bitch. Nigga, you know I'm a bitch. Nigga, you know I'm a bitch. I put that strap on the dick. My little bitch got 100 on that trigger. I got them plays, nigga, like I'm Lito. I got them guns, nigga, desperado. Just like a boss, nigga, like Carlito. No flexing, no talking. Take a little bitch across the wall. Put a little bitch in the mom. She liking my drip and my song.
Can't take a nigga bitch like this. Do you got drip like this? I need a war for this shit. Man, we go hard with this shit. Can't take a nigga bitch like this. Do you got drip like this? I need a war for this shit. Man, we go hard for this shit. Can't take a nigga bitch like this. Do you got drip like this? I need a war for this shit. Man, we go hard with this shit. Can't take a nigga bitch like this. Do you got drip like this? I need a war for this shit. Man, we go hard for this shit. Sweat.
Yeah. We back again on another Tuesday.
What's going on?
With the
spillover.
Yeah, you got me, your boy Drake Lockhead.
Reggie.
Big bruh.
You know we in this bitch like we always is. The spillover. Man, it's just a fun, opinionated, entertaining podcast.
That's gonna keep it real.
And we keep it real, and everything we say, their opinions, y'all. So don't.
It's our own personal opinions.
Yeah,
you
man.
know, even we don't agree with each other. You know, sometimes.
As you see, as I'm doing this, I realize like if you have a platform, how much people hang on to your words. So
yeah, right.
And it's crazy. So I just be like, I'm gonna still keep it 100, and
say what you mean what you say.
We gonna have to, man.
Everything I say is fact. Take it as a fact. Dwell on it, chew it up, digest it.
Hey, well, I ain't gonna lie. My memory ain't the same, so I forget a few things. I got to fact check myself sometime.
Oh yeah. Mostly we always do. We always got to fact check, because sometimes, hey, your brain holds a lot of information. It get crossed sometimes. But real quick, we got a lot of subjects actually, with not too many big, like I usually do with the stats on the book and ask questions. I ain't do too much of that today. Brother was out there in the sun working hard, but
man, bro,
man, but it was brought to my attention that every time we do a show, people be hearing me fucking eat. So
we told you that.
I don't mind it. I don't mind it.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm gonna add something to the flavor. If you hear me eating and you can guess what the fuck I'm eating, I will give you a prize.
Angry man.
Wrong one.
Oh, wrong one.
What?
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Hey, speaking of angry man, we got an angry man segment today. It's gonna be later on in the show, but yeah, look forward to that. Also, let's start it off with Lou Will. A lot of people say he was
You capping.
but I want to retract. All right, check me out, Lou. Check me out. Yesterday, I said a lot of stuff like, well, I did agree with you. Strip club wings are fire. And that you shouldn't have been doing it. You got to know responsibility and stuff like that. But in sight of the information that I gathered today, I respect Lou Will. I respect that man because not only did Lou Will tell the truth, he was going to the strip club just for the wings. How do I know this is true? You wonder. Okay.
Well,
now,
hold on. I'm wondering. He made a statement.
Well, he made plenty of statements. No, he didn't. He didn't really make a statement to defend himself. He has history to defend himself.
Okay.
Okay.
I know what you're talking
Continue.
All right. Back, I think it was like 3 years ago, Lou Will had an interview. I played some of the interview yesterday, but I didn't know that interview was a long time ago. Okay, this interview was a long time ago, and she asked, "Where's your favorite restaurant?" You know what he said?
What?
Magic City. Now this is before the bubble.
Way back when?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is before the bubble, so that solidifies that this is his favorite restaurant. Okay.
He loves the wings.
Now, not only does he love the wings, bruh, Magic City has lemon pepper barbecue sauce Lou Williams wings.
Well, I'm
he
here.
has wings named after him.
I hear they're famously known for their food there. You know, outside of what
Yes.
it is, they're known for the food.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you got some wings named after you at the club, the chances are you go there just for the wings.
You frequent there.
Yeah.
You know,
and that's your spot to get the wings. So
Probably
Lou
got
Williams,
your own booth in the back.
Yes. Lou Williams, I'm sorry, man. I'm not judging you, bro. That's your spot. And if I was quarantined and I was out, I would go to my favorite spot too to go eat.
Your man's a snitch.
No, he didn't. Ain't nobody snitched on him.
Yeah, he did.
He didn't
fucked
post
up.
that picture.
No,
He
Jack
fucked
Harlow.
up.
And then
he
He
shouldn't
fucked up.
post
Yeah,
that
yeah,
picture.
yeah.
Let
That's
me
right.
retract my statement too. I thought they took a picture together. It was one of them creep shots. He about 6 feet away.
Yeah, and he took it.
And he took that mug.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then this is why I'm putting no blame on Lou Williams, because the cat, his name is Jack something.
Harlow.
He's a rapper.
Yeah, Jack Harlow. He
Jack
the What's Poppin' rapper.
Oh, that's that
Yeah,
dude that talking
dude What's
about.
Poppin'.
Oh, that song.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a white guy.
Oh,
Yeah. And he's also a big LeBron and a big Lakers
he
fan.
was trying to get his little.
And that's lame as hell.
man.
That's lame as hell because you know they supposed to be quarantined.
And Luke ain't playing the game versus the Lakers on Thursday because of this.
But it's not going to matter. It's not going to matter. It's regular season. Like, it's not going to matter.
Well, it matter with the seeding.
They're gonna, so to the Clippers it matters, I guess, but to the Lakers, they're 5 games ahead. Like, they literally have to lose all these games to go to number 2. And if they go to number 2, then they might not have to face the Blazers, because the Blazers look like they gonna take the 8 seed from Memphis.
It's possible, but then if the Clippers start losing games, they could drop to the 3 seed and mess around and have to play the Rockets.
But they're not gonna.
It's not the 2 and the 3 is real close.
Oh yeah, it's closer
It's
than the 1, 2, and 1.
real
Yeah, but I'm not worried about the Clippers. I'm worried about the Lakers.
Yeah,
Fuck the
I'm worried
Clippers.
about the Clippers.
Fuck, man, you're not even a Clippers fan, bro.
I'm a Kawhi fan. Though.
No, you just don't want LeBron to win, so you going with the team.
Look, history tells you LeBron ain't gonna win.
History tells you that LeBron ain't gonna win.
Yes, bro. 3 for 17. 3 for 17.
What history?
For 17 years, I've only had to worry about him with it 3 times, and one of them times,
oh my God,
he won because Ray Allen traveled.
Oh my God! When a person,
and
when
Draymond got suspended.
History would have said that Toronto was never gonna win a championship.
Nah, Toronto was one. They was always one superstar
No,
away. They had the perfect team.
They always failed in the
because they didn't
playoffs.
have a superstar.
But history would tell you that they would go win.
They didn't have a superstar.
You just do numbers out there, but
they didn't have a superstar.
You just do numbers out there.
Yeah, they didn't have a superstar.
What's their record in getting to the Eastern Conference Finals?
It's not good.
So history
superstar. They don't in the history of their franchise. The couple guys that you could possibly put on superstar
Vince
status
Carter
was
Tracy
only
McGrady.
there for a little bit. Tracy McGrady was not a superstar. None of the time
Vince
he
Carter
played
was
for them,
a
he
superstar.
was a role player.
Vince Carter was a superstar.
Vince Carter was a big star.
Lamar DeRozan, he was a superstar, bro.
He wasn't.
Anytime Drake mentioned your name in a song, you're a superstar, bro.
He was a star.
Nah, bro.
Vince Carter was a star.
He is a superstar.
Vince Carter's a Robin.
And
Lamar DeRozan is a Robin.
Kawhi Leonard's not a superstar,
He's
bro.
a Batman, bro.
He's not a superstar.
Yes, he is, bro.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is, man.
He's just a good. He's
Yes,
one of the best in the league. He don't have superstar. I already told you my criteria for superstar status.
Oh yeah, you try to include how popular they are with the fans.
That's what a superstar is.
No, a superstar is somebody that can lift a franchise. That's a superstar.
That's what a superstar is.
And that's what he did. He took them from constantly getting whooped and underachieving every year, even though they had all that talent.
He just made
to winning the chip.
He made the final bucket that they needed to get because they were going to lose to Philly. If he didn't make that shot, they were going to lose to Philly.
Maybe.
Oh my.
Hey, we gotta say it wasn't a game 7. Now let's not act like Philly just had it and lost it. It was tight, real tight,
bro. They were gonna lose that.
I don't know about that. Philly just some underachievers anyway, though.
If he missed that shot, they was gonna lose.
Ben Simmons is an underachiever. Joel Embiid is an underachiever.
They were definitely gonna lose that.
And now he with the Clippers, and now he finna ball.
Bruh.
Again.
No,
like he
he's
balled.
not.
Just like with the Spurs. So I guess the Spurs weren't averaging 60 wins when he was a superstar either. I guess they weren't in the conference finals.
Well, wait, he was never
State.
a superstar in the Spurs.
Yes, he was.
He became superstar status when he was about to leave and got injured. He
when
was
he
never
was with the Spurs the 2 years before he got injured.
He was not a superstar.
That
He was
dude,
a great.
yes, he was the best two-way. He was the best two-way player in the game.
He was a great piece.
He was the best two-way player in the game.
He was a great piece.
Period. It wasn't nobody close to him.
Not a
it wasn't
superstar.
nobody close to him.
Bruh, Kawhi.
That dude was raw, man.
People didn't even know about Kawhi.
People didn't want to know about Kawhi, man, because he don't be on Twitter and all that for y'all, man. He just go out there and ball, bro.
Oh my God, he was not a superstar.
He had to lock up KD. They was kicking the Warriors' ass
when
he got
started recognizing Kawhi until
he pulled that boss move and said, "I'm gone.
I'm not playing. I'm not playing
gone
for the rest of the year." That's when people
that's what Pop tried to question his manhood. He said, "Oh, you got me fucked up,
bruh.
How about this, Pop? How about you go out there and coach without me? Let's see how good you do." And
Bruh.
It ain't been the same since. Then he go to Toronto. Chip. He with the Clippers. They favorites.
Bruh, he was not a superstar, man.
Yeah, he was, man. AD wasn't a superstar. They trying to make him into a superstar. How somebody that struggled that much? You know what I'm saying? He's just a dude that was putting up numbers on a bad team. He's always he's a superstar role player.
Who? AD?
Yes, AD is a superstar role
AD?
player. Yes, superstar role. That's why the Pelicans never did
Anthony
nothing.
Davis.
Yes, bro. I don't.
Is a role player superstar.
He's a superstar role player.
What?
Yes. You put AD in any situation, bro. That team is not finna be no top of the league.
Let me give y'all
team.
a background on Reggie's hot take over here.
It ain't nothing hot about it, man.
Reggie has an issue with anybody that surrounds themselves with LeBron.
Oh God, man! I said AD won a superstar before he ever got traded there.
Oh,
what has he done?
He led his team to the playoffs.
What? To losing records constantly. No, he didn't. That team went to the playoffs when Cousins showed up and Rondo showed up.
Bro, he was averaging. He was getting 50.
Yeah, exactly. What you
a
gonna
game.
say? He averaged just like Devin Booker. High averages.
he was
Phoenix
getting
ain't
like-
nothing. He's another dude that people want to call a superstar that ain't.
AD was putting up 50 easy, bro.
And that was getting them what?
Easy.
Kevin Love was putting
Bruh.
up 50 with the Timberwolves. What was that getting them?
And Kevin Love.
Nothing.
Kevin Love was a superstar.
Another superstar role player.
Because he was around LeBron.
No.
You see, are y'all seeing the trend?
No, Chris Bosh too, man.
Because he was around LeBron.
No,
when
man.
he was with Toronto.
He was-
Another superstar they had.
He was not
When he
superstar.
Oh, my
Bro, they struggled to get to the playoffs every year with Chris Bosh.
Oh, my God.
They struggled mightily. Matter of
Oh,
fact,
my
DeRozan
God.
actually led them to more success than Chris Bosh did.
Never.
Yes, he did.
Never.
Yes, he did. Go check.
Oh,
go
yeah,
check
yeah,
with them
yeah,
teams.
yeah,
finished.
I agree with
DeRozan
that. I
did.
agree with that.
And Vince Carter.
But
He
you
left
just
them,
you
he left them.
Yeah,
and
you
and
get-
DeRozan ain't no superstar.
No.
That's what I'm saying. That's how bad it is. That's what I'm saying.
No.
He wasn't even no superstar.
Bruh, if you in Drake's song, you're a superstar. Just like Booker. Just like Booker.
His team sucked, dude.
Just like... Oh, you say he
I
sucked?
said his team, man. His team is not a factor. You keep giving people these superstar labels who can't make their team a factor in the league they play in.
But just because you don't have a good team don't make you you not a superstar, though.
The superstar title should be for those guys that can take
Should be.
good to
Should
above
be, but
average
it's
players
not.
and make them
It's
factors.
not. What you're talking about...
You
are-
talking about pop star? That's what they are. They're not superstar NBA.
pop
They
star?
pop
They
stars.
don't sing.
They pop stars. They popular culture stars. Is what
They
they
don't
are.
sing.
They good NBA
They're
players
not in
and they're
a
very-
music genre.
They are.
That is-
they
they
are
don't
good. Hey,
dance.
you could be a pop star in as a sports. Jordan was a rock star.
Jordan.
That
was
Miami Heat team,
Jordan,
the Heatles, they was also rock
Jordan
stars.
They were super celebrities. They were superstar status. That's superstar. That's a superstar. You can be a
Jordan was
superstar.
winning. Them
You
Heat
can-
teams
what
were
you
winning.
what you talking about is
You can't be a superstar
like
if you're
a
not winning.
like an
bro.
all conference player.
No, you can't be a superstar if you're not winning. That's what I'm saying. At some
Oh
point,
wait, hold on. Danisha said Reggie is LeBron's biggest hater.
oh
though.
my god, Danisha is LeBron's biggest supporter. She got every shoe this man has ever made in multiple colors. I would expect that from her.
Ah, you a hater, bro. Even other people notice it. It's okay,
Right.
man.
A big LeBron lover in you, and then a person that's obsessed with his shoes in her. Come on,
Wait,
now.
wait. First of all, I don't love LeBron.
Okay.
I'm a fan of
A
LeBron.
huge fan of LeBron.
Not just a huge fan. I'm a gigantic
Yeah,
fan.
exactly. So you're
But-
not objective.
I am very
I'ma
objective.
call you
whoa,
Dreek.
whoa! Don't say I'm not objective.
Dreek,
Don't-
Lockhead, Sharp, James.
Don't say I'm not objective.
No,
'Cause
you
I don't-
more objective than a lot of these.
I don't put-
LeBron
I
crazy.
don't put
men.
LeBron on the highest pedestal. My favorite player is Allen Iverson. That's somebody you can't. He don't do no wrong.
And he did a lot.
Nah, fussy don't you. I got some boxing gloves over
Oh,
here. Reggie,
see,
you
now
talking
you ready to fight about it. LeBron, we can disagree. AI, we got to fight.
fucking goat. Him, fucking goat, man.
So I guess Lou Will a superstar then.
Hey, he taught.
Drake got a song about Lou Will.
He taught. AI taught Lou Will. That's why I fuck with Lou Will. AI taught Lou Will the ropes.
Drake got a
And
song
that's
about
why
Lou Will.
That's why Lou Will will
Lou
go
Will.
down. But he'll go down as the greatest six man ever. He's going into the Hall of Fame just by being the sixth man.
He ain't gonna be the greatest. Bill Walton, I think, still got that title.
How he didn't win 3 back-to-back six man awards in a row.
No, he won. He was a.
But you can't. No, he won. Lou Williams won 3 6-mans back-to-back in a row. Don't bring up no Bill Walton who won't shut up in college games. He be pissing me off.
Hey, he was a great player though.
Man, he wasn't no
A greater
6-man
player.
of the year.
He was
3
better than
times.
that. He was
He wasn't no
He was an MVP.
But
Like Lou Will will never be that.
but that's not what we're talking about. I'm talking about the greatest.
That's what I'm saying. You talking about you have an
six-man.
MVP caliber player that's your sixth man. Lou
But
Will
he-
is not an MVP caliber player.
What year was Bill Walton 6-man?
When he went to the Celtics after he left the Trailblazers.
How many years was that?
It was a good part. I think he spent like it was like
How
half and
many
half.
6-man a year did he win?
I'm not sure.
Exactly.
I'm not sure.
Because it's irrelevant to 3
Bro, he
6-man
won titles.
award.
He won MVP.
It don't matter, bro. We talking about 6-man award. Once you start winning MVP, you in another bracket. You
He actually won
you-
MVP first, then became the
it
best
don't-
six man.
So that means he declined. Lou Williams
He
stayed
got hurt.
consistent. He declined. Lou Williams stayed consistent. I'm coming off the bench killing. That's what he did. So you can't give it to Bill Walton. Matter of fact, and then he had the son of Luke. That
don't have nothing to do with nothing.
Yes, it does.
That had nothing to do with nothing.
Oh my God, he can't coach. I don't know why he coached the Kings, right?
Yeah, I think he's coaching the Kings right now.
He's getting fired next year. I guarantee you that. That's a hot take for you. He's getting fired next year.
I can see that. While we on that and coach getting fired, how you feel about
Thibodeau?
Tom Thibodeau getting another job?
Thibodeau?
Yeah.
I knew you was gonna say that.
Yeah, how you feel
Fuck
about
that. That's bullshit. Because what about Mark Jackson? What about who just coached the Nets?
Kenny Atkinson.
Kenny Atkinson. You got all.
His teams was better than their teams. Only
Who,
bad team.
Thibodeau?
Yeah, only bad team.
No,
he ever had
hold
was
on.
Minnesota.
Thibodeau turned a good team into a horrible team.
What team was that?
The Minnesota. They were decent at first, and then they declined because he pushed them to the edge on some bullshit.
But he also turned a mediocre team into a perennial top seed
Bulls?
in Chicago. Yeah,
The Bulls.
that was all him.
That was in the time where players bought into coaches of that stature of the way they
Thibodeau
coach.
is a veteran coach, bro. He's not a young boy
But
coach.
exactly.
That's not
so
gonna
why
work
would you
with young
hire him
boys.
for the Knicks? Why would you hire him?
For the Knicks? Well, the Knicks got they got a good mix of vets and young boys.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do. They got some vets on that
Who?
squad. What's my boy? They got the big cat. They got them forwards. They got Ain't Taj on there. Julius Randle.
That's not. Those are
Bobby Porter's and actually been up under Thibodeau before.
But that's not. I'm talking about
they veterans though.
Vets that actually won. What vets do they have that actually won something? Not just on a team. Randall was a role player. He was a role player his whole career. He's not no seasoned vet, bro. Like when I say vets, I mean people like Anthony, Carmelo Anthony.
He never won none.
But he's led teams to winning, but didn't succeed. But he led teams. He like just because you've been I understand you've been in the league for a long time. Yeah, you considered a vet, but
it's not easy just to be a league. People act like because somebody ain't, they sticking around, but they ain't been a star. It's hard to stick around. These sports leagues, your time in these leagues are short.
It's hard, but it's not in the same fact. If you have the right representation, it's not hard. If you got a good agent, you're going to get a job. Because you always see that one guy, you be like, how the fuck he keep getting on teams and this dude is awesome in the G League? That's because he don't got good representation.
That and some of them G League players, they always, every year, they take the best G League players, a lot of them, and they get to the NBA, and they marginal NBA players. Because it's different levels. It's a huge jump from G League to NBA level rotational player.
I didn't see niggas get Randall's buckets. Go on YouTube.
Yeah, Randall?
Randall, yeah.
But if Randall go to the G League, Randall will go down there and average 30 and 12.
I doubt it.
He will. It was the Bulls had a dude. Matter of fact, a little guard.
Antonio Blakely.
No, not him. Him too though. He was real good in the G League too.
I follow him in high school.
And he's only okay at best, like barely.
He never got the chance because they kept the ball in Dunn hands. They never gave Blakely the chance.
Dunn was hurt a lot, so he had a chance. He just didn't step up and grab it.
They never. When he got the chance, he put up. I think Blakely put up like 16 in one quarter, and they still didn't keep him. They said they had too many guards because Levine. That's when they acquired. Yeah, that's when they acquired Levine and all that
White,
shit. Yeah. So they just didn't give Blakely a chance. But that was sports. We're going to go to another song. We're going to come back with some more shit. Let's see. We're going to get into Smooth Beats. White Shoes. What up, Smooth? Produced by 3 Blunt.
Money, gold. spit it all in the streets. Red attitude, white shoes on my feet. Red attitude, white shoes on my feet. Blue money, gold drink, black coffin, spit it all in the streets. Red attitude, white shoes on my feet. Red attitude, white shoes on my feet. Orange logo, world going loco. Life is like a whirlwind, up and down like pogo. Green go-go, though I've been sitting low. Stopping is a no-no, like Timmy boy, let this beat go. Crazy, smoke this green to gray too. From Penn State, sent it to the loo. Now this that new style blues. Baby brown, I'm bringing it to you. I've been waiting on pink kisses. That pretty plum look good in that fuchsia. You can be my fuchsia, yeah. Apple bottom, red light got me wanting to do some. Got me wanting to do some. Hey, yellow peppers, roasted with potatoes. Still sipping gold while we toasting to the haters. Kinda hot, oh I. I'm saying I am smooth, red too, white shoes. Gold drink, black coffin, spit it all in the streets. Red attitude, white shoes on my feet. Red attitude, white shoes on my feet. Blue money, gold drink, black coffin, spit it all in the streets. Red attitude, white shoes on my feet. Red attitude, white shoes on my feet. Black man, stay strong. White enemies can't leave us alone. White friends, let it be shown. Blue lies can't be taking black people. Nah, ain't a red one till you make it one. Ain't no throwing white flags too long, you did people wrong. Right time, wrong color shouldn't be the norm. They get black and white quick in the middle of the storm. I usually say this shit for bases, snap on you and warn you. But I'm raising my voice this time so you know we sounded alarms. Red alert, more than woken, we burn our arms. They need a church if they coming like more than a swarm. Gotta go drink, black coffin, spit it all in the streets. Red attitude, white shoes on my feet. Red attitude, white shoes on my feet. Blue money, gold drink, black coffin, spit it all in the streets. Red attitude, white shoes on my feet. Red attitude, white shoes on my feet.
Yeah. I grew up in the hood, killers right down the street. Niggas don't shoot ball, niggas only shoot heat. Still running from the laws, aka the police. Tell them bitches from my dogs, put my niggas back on the streets. We ain't worried about no beef, cause the pussy niggas weak. Leave a nigga in the street, if that's how it's gotta be. I ain't worried about no sleep, cause little bitch I'm up. I'm really finna run it up, cause the little shit ain't enough. I remember I was down bad, them niggas ain't give a fuck. Niggas left me on stuck, ain't nobody hit me up. Now my shit ringing off the hook, nigga, I don't even pick it up. Unless the shit about some bucks, if it ain't, then I'm hanging up. Niggas out on the corner, real early in the morning. Watching out for the lost, they'll come through without no warning. Some niggas got white, some got marijuana. Some niggas sell grams, some niggas grow the shit like farmers. I don't remember no sunshine, I remember it storming. All the niggas see this rain, all the niggas felt this pain. Niggas say they 100, but really these niggas loose change. And these bitches are the same, so I expect them to change. Nigga, I ain't tripping off shit, I just charge shit to the game. I ain't tripping off what I lost, I'm thinking about what I'ma gain. This nigga say he a boss, but really nigga you a lame. I ain't tripping off what it costs, cause I got some money in the bank, bitch.
Yo, we back.
The spillover.
We still talking a little bit of sports. What you got, Reggie?
So, I'm sure everybody heard. If you haven't heard, one of Pittsburgh Steelers defensive players, Steven, I think it's Tuitt, is his name. Mm-hmm. He just made a post not too long ago, and he said that he refuses to kneel for the anthem. He said his grandmother was a immigrant. You know, she worked.
I thought he said his mother.
And
she helped to bring over 20 immigrants.
No, his grandmother.
It was his grandmother?
It was his grandmother.
Oh, okay.
Well, basically, he come from a family of immigrants that came over here to make a new life in America, and they was able to. It came from her being an immigrant, bringing 20 people over with no formal education, teaching herself how to be a nurse, to him being a $1 million football player. So he respect, what he feel like is the fabric of what America's supposed to be. And what he pretty much said was, I'm not kneeling. And if you don't like it, you can all but pretty much kiss my ass. What you think?
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna call him, but it pissed me off how you worded it, man. I respect his stand on it because, again, I'm a veteran, so I can understand that. But at the same time, the reason behind the cause for which all these athletes are kneeling, it's not just, it's for these killings, it's for the injustice, it's all of this together. It's a collaboration. They decided, and by using that word, they decided. It's a decision for everybody. So he has his right to his decision, but it's how he worded it. And then he just failed to recognize the cause. So I don't know. I feel he could have did it a little bit better.
Well, I don't think that he, failed to recognize the cause. I just think he a man that's saying to myself, like, look, everybody got what they feel like the flag represent. And just because you feel like it's okay and you want to, go about protesting and do what you want to do with the flag, don't mean I have to. That don't mean I'm any less with the cause. Everybody got to have their own outlet as to how they want to, get their message across. Because he don't want to get his message across like that don't mean he any less for the movement. That's what people got to stop doing. Because what we all feel like that we need to be kneeling, it doesn't matter what you feel like. That ain't what he feel like. As long as he for the movement, he can do it in any way he wants to. He don't have to do it in the way that you like him to. That's what people be getting twisted. And that's what some of these NFL players that got twisted. Like, oh, well, if you don't kneel, you this and this. First of all, don't tell me, how I feel, or what I'm about, because I'm not doing what you tell me to do. For people that's always hollering about somebody always trying to control them and somebody always trying to enslave them and take away their choices and stuff, it'd be a real big faction of people always trying to tell somebody, well, if you don't do this, then you feel like that. Or if you don't do this, then we going to look at you like this.
Well, that's kind of the American way.
Yeah, but then at the same time, you talking about how you hate the American way and it need to change.
You have the right to judge.
Yep.
Damn near make decisions for other people as long as you follow the status quo.
I don't know if I
thought you had some new theme music.
I don't feel like that anybody have the right to make a decision for anybody.
No, they don't. No, sarcasm.
You know what I'm saying? But that's how people feel. They feel if we all agree, then we all need to do what the group is saying. You know what I'm saying? It's that mob mentality. You either with the mob or you against the mob.
And they feel like if they go against it, there'll be some type of bad repercussion.
Yeah,
it will.
I don't want to be that.
It will.
Yeah, and I'm cool
mean,
with
but that's black and white though. That's not just a race. Like if fellow white people put Black Lives Matter, matter of fact, I've witnessed it. When I was out doing a customer's yard, they had a Black Lives Matter sign in their yard, and she was telling me that her two neighbors have literally tried to rip this sign out her yard multiple times.
That's funny to me. 'Cause you know what? Let me ask this question: are they homeowners?
Oh yeah,
They're oh Lord, yes.
They own. Yeah.
Oh, I'd have fun.
Yeah. So I mean, this was a pristine neighborhood. This is out there in Dalewood, over where the big brick houses is, like on the opposite side. Now this is over there.
I
So-
set me up some snare traps.
But this is what she said. She has the camera facing right at it, and she caught him on camera, and she knocked on their door, approached them, was like, "Just give me back my sign." And they was like, "We don't have your sign." She pulled out her phone. This is what she tells me. She pulled out her phone. She said, "Sir, you're right here taking the sign. Can I just get my sign back?" "Oh, well, you shouldn't." He was like, he just went off. "You shouldn't be supporting that. You shouldn't be done, especially in my neighborhood." So it's not just black people that expect other things from black people. White people expect other
I didn't
things
say
from black
black.
people
I said
too.
people. I said people.
Yeah, I'm just.
You know what I'm
but
saying?
that's what I'm saying though. I'm just saying because of the situation of Tua or whatever.
Oh,
his
him
name
being
is.
black.
Yeah, him being
But
black.
there be some white people that be feeling like they can jump on these black issues and be like, "Oh, you ain't with the movement."
Well, and that's because they feel like if I'm with it, damn, you should be with it too. But
you know what? Somebody
say he
made
ain't with it? 'Cause
Somebody
he not
made a
doing what you
comment
do.
on my post on Facebook,
Go ahead.
and it made me look at it a little bit different. They said immigrants, basically people that are not naturally of America, all right, always feel a feeling of self-entitlement.
that's because they feel they know their culture. See,
What? No, about what goes on in America.
no, that's what I'm saying. They feel the the black American are lost and have no culture.
And they don't.
And yeah, we don't, but
Our culture was stolen.
they feel as if they have all the culture and you don't know what you're talking about because I'm originally African and you are a peon. You used to be a slave. That's how literally some Africans think. The ones that get that green card are able to.
And a
come
lot
over
of
here.
immigrants feel like that, because they look at where they can. It's just like, okay, when us as black people, if for every black person, and I know all y'all know where I'm coming from every black person that came from a poor family in a bad neighborhood or a project where you had roaches, whatever. When you go out, you know what I'm saying, when you move out to the county and you go out to one of your friends' house to say, they got a little more than you, they house a little nicer, a little bigger, ain't no roach in sight. They got a trampoline in the backyard and, name brand cereal and snacks all over the place.
Not the name brand cereal.
Yeah. And they be up in there and they be complaining and talking back. You look at them and you say, man, what the hell are you complaining about? Like, if you just knew where I came from, you wouldn't be up in here complaining. And that's how them immigrants look at it. Because we complain a lot as Americans because we don't know the other side of what people from these other countries are going to. So when they step over here, they just like that. Like, y'all don't really know how good y'all got it. You know what I'm saying?
I can say I've had the privilege of seeing seeing different third world countries.
But
and
is
you're absolutely right.
Is really having it good? It's really a facade. Like, not. Yeah, this country, you have it good, but it's not a quality platform.
It ain't perfect, but like I said, when
It's
somebody
not a quality
when somebody
platform.
beneath you, they gonna. It's just like anybody. Whatever level you get to, you gonna always be looking to get to that next level. A lot of them come over here and they looking to get to our level. We complaining about our level because we done experienced it and we know it can be better. Now, once they get to the point of experiencing it and understanding, maybe it may not be that generation, but the next generation, and they know it can get better, they gonna want better. And that's just how it goes. Wherever you at, you always gonna be driven to want better because you always gonna see the faults in whatever it is you have. Whether you at the lowest level or the highest level, it's always somewhere else that you can go and that you can get. And that's what a lot of them immigrants feel. They coming from somewhere where you can't protest, where you shot down. You start jumping in the street thinking you gonna throw something through a window and loot, talking about I feel like this or I'm mad about this. You gonna get shot. You gonna get murdered in the street. You know what I'm saying? That they don't allow certain places apart. It's certain places around the world where if you do not stand for their national anthem, they will throw you out their country. And you can anybody that feel differently, you can Google that. It's places around the world that if you do not stand and respect their national anthem the way that they tell you to, they will throw you out the country.
Yeah. Dictatorships, communism. Yeah, they will, because they control that shit. that don't make it right.
No, I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? We sit here and, like I said, you just said, what Big Bro just said about how they look at us. I'm saying that's why they look at us like that, because they coming from situations like that. So they looking like you complaining. Then when they come over here and make something of themselves.
And then they realize, oh, yeah, they make something of themselves. And then they realize, damn, this ain't, I got this, but this motherfucker tripping off really the color of my skin. He not tripping off this. Because it be some Africans that be on that high horse, and then when they realize, damn, they still don't accept me even though I got all this, then they be fighting with us.
and it be something the other way, too, because like the comedian Godfrey, he talked about his parents. You know, they Nigerian. They came over here, and they had next to nothing. And, you know, now I ain't going to say well off, but they done pretty much made it, especially him. So he look at it like, and his family look at it like, for us to start behind you in the race and to pass you up, and you been over here and you been had access to all of this.
Wait. See, that's not accurate. You don't start when you're an immigrant and you come here. First of all, you get tax write-offs. You get free tax off anything, especially businesses. Then your loans are automatically approved. They get treated a lot better than the ones who are actually born here.
Yep.
That's not true. You don't start
doesn't matter
off below. If you get the green card to come here,
if you come here, you have more access to
it's
business loans,
Like I said,
personal loans.
He a comedian. He a Nigerian comedian.
Yeah, but he was wrong. I know you talking about the buff dude.
Yeah,
but he's definitely wrong. He's definitely wrong. They have a lot more access to the shit that we try to gain access to daily. Because in America, the more successful the immigrant, the more business they have outside of America. Because if they make a immigrant successful here, they're going to be trading goods and services with other countries, making more money, bringing money into the country. They see that more as an asset than a Joe Blow black person from the hood coming up. But on another note, since we talking about America, let's talk about the picture that I put up there. Now, okay, let me say this first. I am not a Trump supporter, okay? But I know when to give credit when credit's due.
Oh, man, you finna ruffle some feathers now.
I know.
If it say Trump, it gotta be bad.
Because
That's how a lot of people feel like bad.
4-5 said that hydrochlorine was a cure and zinc was a possible cure for COVID, and everybody said he was stupid. Mm-hmm. Everybody said he don't know what he talking about.
They called him an idiot and told him, why don't you drink it and die?
Yeah. But as it comes out, we have a very successful doctor. She's from Africa also.
She's not the only one, though.
Oh, she's not the only one, but she was the one that said the big speech in front of the Capitol building. Let's sum up the story. A whole bunch of doctors that believe that COVID is curable by them drugs I named, hydrochlorine or whatever. It's a pill, zinc, and just a whole bunch of things. They said it is curable. So they went to Washington D.C. last weekend, and she did a speech. She basically said the government's lying to us. She has literally cured over 300 people, and not one has died from COVID.
You know, that's crazy because I seen something pop up. I didn't get a chance to read it. Dr. What's his name? Fauci, the doctor.
Fauci.
Yeah.
Dr. Fauci.
I don't know why I was slipping my name, but
Man,
Dr.
you ripped
Fauci.
that man's name up.
Yeah.
I got video for both of them. Both of them.
It happened to me sometime, but I know he been defending himself a lot lately, saying that he hasn't been lying to the American people and all of that. So now that you say that, now I was wondering why is he saying that?
Tiffany said hydroxychloroquine has not fared well with curing COVID-19 based on the data. Now I understand that data, but data can be changed.
That data is coming from the government.
Yeah,
man.
it's certain. Just like how we found out that hundreds of deaths weren't because of COVID. Like they've done autopsies and said, oh yeah, the body had COVID on it, but that wasn't the cause of death. Okay, now my thing is, why would this doctor come out and say she's cured over 300 people and not one person has died from her treatments of this? If she wouldn't be trying to, she's not making no money because she don't make hydrochloroquine. She don't make it. She don't has no stock in it, no interest in it. She's just doing her job.
Oh, okay, well I can I can play devil's advocate to that. One thing they may say for that is when you say stuff like that, and you make strong statements like the government's been lying and stuff like that, a lot of times following that the next year or so, a lot of these people, they come and they write a book. And they write a book about how the government's been lying and, what they feel and they everything. And it be bestsellers and they make millions of dollars off stuff like that. They literally get famous from making statements like that. And then people want to hear about it. There's a lot of people that's very leery
because the
about
government lied to us a lot.
That's what I'm saying. And people are going to take that when she say that. And if she write a book, they going to go get that book.
But I don't, before this already, she has her own practice.
Yeah, I'm just saying if it's
paid.
not true. I'm just saying if it's not true.
She's paid.
That'll be a huge revenue stream.
I can see if she was the only person standing there. It was multiple doctors around.
Like Dr. Sebi when he said that
where is he at?
That he cured AIDS.
Where is he at?
He dead.
Yeah. And the death of him is so sketchy.
Man, well, there's a lot of sketchy deaths.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what, man? Let's think about this for a second. Okay, I'm gonna say hypothetical. Let's go make believe. All right. Let's say that this really is a cure, right? And this woman really did cure all these people, right? Mm-hmm. And she's correct in her findings, right? Mm-hmm. What does that do to the big pharmaceuticals? Not only the pharmaceuticals, okay, but for the in my own theory of how they're depopulating, that cuts into their scheme of things of getting rid of people. You know what I'm saying? So if we look at it that way, this woman's life is in danger.
And it also could start.
Did you listen to the thing I said?
I heard.
She said, "I don't give a if they kill me." Yeah. She said, "I don't care if they kill me. I don't care if they try to silence me or try to what was it when you some of your name or whatever."
Yeah, defame.
Yeah.
Look, it's a known fact. The United States government, anytime, the first thing they do is deny. They deny, discredit you. Okay. Mm-hmm. I just pulled up not even an email, post from the someone that I followed, and the first thing I saw
was false information.
Yeah, false information. It was fact checked, and I went to it, and it said it's false information. All the hold on, I want to read it. Zinc and Zithromax is the other one. Zithromax says they are not a cure for COVID-19, and it goes into this big spiel. But to me, that's the government doing what they're good at.
Bro, why would they rush? It's so much false information on the internet.
Yeah, true.
It's like it's crazy stuff.
And in the media.
Yeah. It's like stuff that like the flat Earth shit. If this is so false, why rush to take it down off every platform? Her speech. Why do that?
Yeah, and go to discredit anything of thing
she says.
Anything about that? No, it's false. It's false.
Why rush to do that?
Because it's true.
What do they gain by telling her that? So what? A couple people subscribe to hydrochloroquine and zinc, and they start eating more fruits and vegetables to get zinc in your system. What is it going to do to them? What does it do?
I'll tell you what, all the millions, going on billions of dollars they done put into finding this cure. If she done found a way for people to be able to naturally cure themselves.
Well, that's not a
cold.
natural.
Look, I don't say it's a
That's
cure.
That's not a natural cure.
The government comes up with cocktails and put in you and tell you, hey, this is gonna make you better. And then 6 months later, you got some more symptoms, and you don't know where the hell it came from.
It just seems like to me they're trying to push this ejection vaccine shit so
because it's gonna make billions of dollars,
man. And all right, so let's get to this. Is not her, but we're gonna play a little thing of what she said. But this is another doctor.
Oh, I got the link.
Another doctor.
That's the link that they fact check.
Oh, it's on World Star. Okay, I'll get that for you after we do a break. But we're gonna listen to this doctor real quick, and then we're gonna listen. Then we'll go on a break, and we'll continue talking about it. All right.
Early on, I said I treated 3 patients.
I'm sorry.
And then I got on a Facebook Live video that in about 2 hours reached 100,000 people. And I saw it and I was like, oh my God, I'm going to get some repercussions. Sure enough. And then I got on a Facebook Live video that in about 2 hours reached 100,000 people. And I saw it and I was like, oh my God, I'm going to get some repercussions. Sure enough, I did. The board came calling and they said, you said that hydroxychloroquine works and you're basically a public menace. And you know, we want to know who you treated. You said at the time, it was really early on.
This is a Texas
treated 3
doctor.
patients. And I had to provide all the records, all the information. I was very intimidated, as you might imagine, because, you know, I have to practice. I have to feed my family. I love what I'm doing, but, you know, I'm not independently wealthy. I was a little bit afraid. I really was. That lasted about a day. At that point, you know, again, as Dr. Gold said, we've got to do the right thing for the patients. And at the time, I wrote a bunch of letters saying, I'm not going to let my patients get on vents and ECMO. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to allow it to happen. I'm going to treat them. I don't care. Well, suffice it to say, you know, I got reprimanded. I'm still in a process of negotiation with that whole thing. But as Dr. Armstrong said, I'm really not afraid. I know I'm doing the right thing. I've treated a number of patients. I won't say how many because then I'll probably have to provide records for all that. So for the purposes of this statement, I'm going to say I treated 3. Okay? So the fear of reprisal is the reason why we're in this place right now. Docs don't want to do this. There's a fear of reprisal. I was very worried about it, and I can tell you all the people who believe in this medication, who believe in early treatment, feel the same way. They're really scared to go forward and treat patients because they don't want to lose their medical license, and that's a big deal. So the intimidation is amazing.
Wow.
It's a huge deal.
And that's why you won't get the treatment.
Bro, it's been doctors who literally treated people wrong all the time, and it was forgiven. Now they're actually treating people, and they're getting better, and they're losing their license.
Yeah, because
that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it makes your buddy right
there.
No,
I know it makes sense why they're doing it, but it doesn't make sense to. What I mean, why it doesn't make sense is it's wrong. You know what I mean?
It doesn't make sense from the perspective of
morality.
Yeah, exactly. From a moral perspective.
Moral perspective, like why is he losing his job for curing people, for making people better? You know what I mean?
You're messing up the money.
To me,
that's crazy.
It doesn't surprise me.
All right, we gonna go to a song. Hey, since my dude Galen popped up on there, we gonna go to his track. Do I have it on there? Yeah, we do. All right, this is Galen with Internship.
Shout out Galen.
Cause I'm bound to get mine. Working hard like an intern. Clocking them hours like a 9 to 5. None in my cup, I just pour some greatness. And it's coming alive, it's the woman sensation. Get your. Cause I'm bound to get mine. Working hard like an intern. Clocking them hours like a 9 to 5. None in my cup, I just pour some greatness. And it's coming alive, that's that woman sensation. Lay the hammer down, none of y'all can pick it up. I'm throwing this bitch I take risks knowing I ain't did enough. So I'm glorious shit. Close to 28, feeling like I'm 18. It's a party knowing I make cream. And you can picture perfect, you can picture me. While the rats around, I say cheese. The closer you get to your focus, the more that the wicked is all as the poach it. Working this gift like most high envision and spoke it. Time I devote it. Cause I never entrusted in flesh. No one on words that reflect. Don't have invested time in the low level energies coming from these pests. Bro, get your. Cause I'm bound to get mine. Working hard like an intern. Clocking them hours like a 9 to 5. None in my cup, I just pour some greatness. And it's coming alive, it's the woman sensation. Yeah. Get your. Cause I'm bound to get mine. Working hard like an intern. Clocking them hours like a 9 to 5. None in my cup, I just pour some greatness. And it's coming alive, it's the woman sensation.
Take it how you want it when I pull up on you, boy. I am a boss. I done took more L's than I can count, boy, but I ain't never took no loss. Never been the one to shy away from the truth. I tell you what it is. I done paid dues, I done made rules, and I'm still paying my bills. I ain't slacking on my grind. I'm dropping off these rhymes. I rolled up 6 times. I'm smoking all the time. I smoke and maintain on my favorite strain. The way I work, they call me Max Payne. Doing things they can't explain. Working 6 shifts with one man.
When Brilliancy rap, bitch, I'm producing bangers. Turn your main broad to a singer. Fresh off the hanger. Flies a pelican, live in Hollywood. Anthony Davis, young, black, and dangerous. This is the mindset of me. You in my path, ooh, that's the brief. Small as a pebble, step over free. Like the juice I spill out is for breeze, yeah. Blood, sweat, and tears, what I put in this shit. Whip it up, measure cups, milk, and biscuit. And that makes bread if you ain't one with quick wit. No dipsticks, no oil caught up in this mix. Manual labor. The control of my vehicle. My creative headspace is more than just music. We deem it as a miracle.
With things they can't explain. Working 6 shifts with one name. King. My nigga.
Yeah. We back. Shout out to Galen for that. Sending in that track, man. If you got more, send them on in, man. We'll play it. We get it played on this bitch. All right. Now let's get. I found a video that started this big old uproar of hydroxychloroquine. Finna play for you.
You know, I actually went to medical school in West Africa, Nigeria, where I took care of malaria patients, treated them with hydroxychloroquine and stuff like that. So I'm actually used to these medications. I'm here because I have personally treated over 350 patients with COVID. Patients that have diabetes.
I'm sorry.
Patients that have high blood pressure. Patients that have asthma. Old people. I think my oldest patient is 92. 87-year-olds. And the result has been the same. I put them on hydroxychloroquine. I put them on zinc. I put them on Zitromax. And they are all well. For the past few months, I've taken care of over 350 patients. We've not lost one. Not a diabetic. Not somebody with high blood pressure, not somebody with asthma, not an old person. We've not lost one patient. And on top of that, I've put myself, my staff, and many doctors that I know on hydroxychloroquine for prevention, because by the very mechanism of action, it works early and as a prophylaxis. We see patients, 10 to 15 COVID patients every day. We give them breathing treatments. We only wear surgical masks. None of us has gotten sick. It works. So right now, I came here to Washington, D.C. to say, America, nobody needs to die. The study that made me start using hydroxychloroquine was a study that they did under the NIH in 2005 that say it works. Recently, I was doing some research about a patient that had hiccups, and I found out that they even did a recent study in the NIH, which is our National Institute, that is the National Institute of Health. They actually had a study. I'm going to look it up. Type hiccups and COVID. You will see it. They treated a patient that had hiccups with hydroxychloroquine, and it proved that COVID is a symptom of hiccups. It's a symptom of COVID. So if the NIH knows that treating the patient with hydroxychloroquine proves that hiccup is a symptom of COVID, then they definitely know that hydroxychloroquine works.
Now all these
I'm
doctors
upset.
are standing out there.
Why I'm
with no
upset is that I
masks
see
on,
people that cannot
right
breathe.
by each other, no
I see
social
parents walk in. I see diabetics sit in my office knowing that this is a death sentence and they can't breathe. And I hug them and I tell them it's going to be okay, you're going to leave. And we treat them and they leave. None has died. So if some fake science, some person sponsored by all these fake pharma companies comes and say, oh, we've done studies and they found out that it doesn't work, I can tell you categorically it's fake science. I want to know who is sponsoring that study. I want to know who is behind it. Because there is no way I can treat 350 patients and counting and nobody is dead and they all did better. And then you're going to tell me that you treated 20 people, 40 people and it didn't work. I'm a true testimony. So I came here to Washington, D.C. to tell America, nobody needs to get sick. This virus has a cure. It is called hydroxychloroquine, zinc, and Zithromax. I know people want to talk about mask. Hello? You don't need mask. There is a cure. I know they don't want to open schools. No, you don't need people to be locked down. There is prevention and there is a cure. And let me tell you something. All you fake doctors out there that tell me, oh yeah, I want a double-blinded studies. I just tell you, quit sounding like a computer, double-blinded. It's just, I don't know whether your chips are malfunctioning, but I'm a real doctor. I have radiologists, we have plastic surgeons, we have neurosurgeons like Sanjay Gupta saying, oh yeah, it doesn't work and it causes heart disease. Let me ask you, Dr. Sanjay Gupta, hear me. Have you ever seen a COVID patient? Have you ever treated anybody with hydroxychloroquine and they died from heart disease? When you do, come and talk to me. Because I sit down in my clinic every day and I see these patients walk in every day, scared to death. I see people driving 2-3 hours to my clinic because some ER doctor is scared of the Texas board or they are scared of something and they will not prescribe medication to these people. I tell all of you doctors that are sitting down and watching Americans die, you're like the good Nazi, the good Germans that watch Jews get killed and you did not speak up. If they come after me, they threaten me. They've threatened to, I've gotten all kinds of threats. Oh, they're going to report me to the boards. I say, you know what, I don't care. I'm not going to let Americans die. And if this is the mountain, if this is the hill where I get nailed on, I will get nailed on it. I don't care. You can report me to the boards, you can kill me, you can do whatever, but I'm not going to let Americans die. And today I'm here to say that America, there is a cure for COVID. All this foolishness does not need to happen. There is a cure for COVID. There is a cure for COVID. It's called hydroxychloroquine. It's called zinc. It's called Zithromax. And it is time for the grassroots to wake up and say, no, we're not going to take this any longer. We're not going to die. Because let me tell you something. When somebody is dead, they are dead. They're not coming back tomorrow to have an argument. They're not coming back tomorrow to discuss the double-blinded study and the data. All of you doctors that are waiting for data, if 6 months down the line you actually found out that this data shows that this medication works, how about your patients that have died? You want a double-blinded study where people are dying? It's unethical. So, guys, we don't need to die. There is a cure for COVID.
Yo, that was some real shit, man. And after that, Dr. Fauci had made he did an interview. Let's go to that. Let's go to Fauci. Hold on real quick.
Boy, Fauci missing the mark just like he missed that damn baseball in that glove the other day.
Oh, bruh. Did you see that pitch?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Almost 100 years of denial, man. Our government is good at what they do, man.
Oh, yeah.
I tell you what, if they do take up medical license, she needs to get some motivational speakers because she got me hyped.
All right, here we go.
I served my country in the Air Force.
Oh, wait, hold
on.
Commercial. All right, well, but yeah, like, I think, like, Fauci is, because he was involved with the AIDS situation. You know what I mean? When it came out. Oh, here we go.
Do you think when folks, members of the public are being asked to do this, and they look at folks like you doing it, does that encourage its use to a positive degree?
No, it does, Jim. And I mean, I wear it for the reason that I believe it is effective. It's not 100% effective. I mean, it's sort of respect for another person and have that other person respect you. You wear a mask, they wear a mask, you protect each other. I mean, I do it when I'm in the public for the reasons that, A, I want to protect myself and protect others. And also because I want to make it be a symbol for people to see that that's the kind of thing you should be doing. And when I walk around the street in the neighborhood where I live in Washington, D.C., which still has a considerable number of infections, it's very clear that many people are doing that.
You're right, Galen. He is working with Bill Gates.
Man. Hey, all right. And then we have
they're taking prophylaxis.
She challenged them. Once again, Dr. What was her name again, bro? I forget her name, but it was African name. But she challenged Dr. Fauci. Hear what she said.
You know the crazy part? A lot of the doctors that are sitting down going, hydroxychloroquine doesn't work, they're actually taking the prophylaxis. I know, I have put a lot of them on it. They are taking prophylaxis. They and their families are protected, and they're busy telling Americans, well, we can't prescribe it because, I'm scared for my license. But you know what? This is the even good part. You see, what's his name? That dude on CNN that got sick? What's his name again? Andrew Cuomo's brother, the crazy one. That dude, I knew he took hydroxychloroquine. Do you know why? He kept saying that he was having nightmares. I knew he took some form of hydroxychloroquine, or one of them, probably the bad version. These people are taking hydroxychloroquine. I dare everyone in DC, or you talking heads on CNN, give me a urine sample. If I check your urine and you don't have hydroxychloroquine in your urine, then ask America not to take it. You senators, all of them, you know why they don't wear masks? Anthony Fauci can sit around not wear masks because they are all on hydroxychloroquine. They know it, but they want Americans to die. So let's get it. I dare every single one.
Drug test. Take a drug test. I want to know too. I want to know, are they taking it and we not? And we should be. That's what I really think is going on. Like
1,000,001 reasons why they ain't got to take a drug test, and they're not gonna do it.
Nah, hell no, they ain't gonna do it. Hell no, they don't want to know what. Well, some of them they probably on crack or something like that. And they don't
you might find some stuff, yo.
He was like, that's what we do in my surgery. This nigga.
Last week we was at the cabin. Remember, we can't take that.
Hey,
test.
bro, they be getting lit. They be getting lit like a motherfucker. But I just think, man, like we definitely in a situation to where it's different information getting thrown at you from different areas, and you really have to decide, like, what do you believe? Like I say, until they come out with a cure, they sell zinc at pharmaceuticals. Take zinc. Keep on your vegetables and fruit.
Yeah, take your vitamins,
Take
man.
your vitamins. Do all that. Because then you helping yourself. You building your immune system to help fight this situation. I mean, a lot of stuff she's suggesting is shit you can get over the counter. So just go get it over the counter. I mean, it doesn't harm you, but it has a chance to help you. Why not?
You should have been taking vitamins prior to the pandemic anyway.
Yeah. Hey, Galen made a good point. That's the reason we got Donald Trump on the thumbnail, because we as we stated, we not Trump supporters, but he did say it. He said it in the press conference.
Everybody didn't know what he was talking about, so they thinking that he talking about bleach and stuff like that, and they made all they jokes. I know a lot of comedians was copying off him and was saying, let's make some bleach cocktails and all of that.
Yeah, they was trying to make him sound real stupid. I mean,
Breakfast Club went in.
Now Donald Trump ain't the smartest in the world.
Nah, he ain't the sharpest tool in the box.
Yeah, but we just giving him credit for that one little statement he made.
I tell you what though, if this lady they don't kill her and it comes out that she right, Donald Trump is gonna hold an all-day press conference
about how you
can kiss my ass.
Yeah.
Because I told y'all months ago to do this, and all this pandemic would have been over. But y'all don't want to listen. He'd be like, "It's great. It's great.
It's good. It's good. It's good. It's
great."
good.
I tried to tell you people about the great cocktail.
We got very, 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 very smart people on this. I tried to tell you. All right, we're going to get into one more track. We're going to come back with some more news, the bitch.
I had to get it myself. Premium gas, man, we smoking top shelf. What else? Play with the cards I'm dealt. I told 2 guns, you could call me Kill Bill. For real. I had to get it myself. Premium gas, man, we smoking top shelf. What else? Play with the cards I'm dealt. I told 2 guns, you can call me Kill Bill. For real. Feel my pain, your brains gon' melt. Fill up your veins, deal with your pain yourself. For real. I call the shots, I'm the ref. I'm insane like I'm hanging off the cliff. Shit, don't take me for no bitch. 2 shots to your dome and I bet I won't miss. Hey, I put down straps and throw fists. Leave you on ice like a nice cold brisk. Shit, knock your ass out, you be royally pissed. Better take a fucking seat cause you ain't spoiling shit. Hit your bean dough fiend like you play with your clique. See my team, you get creamed, okay with a stick. Fuck you mean what I mean, I don't play with this shit. Live the dream, no Hakeem, signing labels than tits. Cause it seems that these dreams, I'm gonna make them exist. On my knees, prepare to see later days with my kids. Better breathe, grab the keys, I ain't playing this shit. Talk is cheap, death can read, leave no trace in this bitch. Better speak, you live freak, drop him dead in the ditch. Eat these beats, stay deceased, I'ma give him a pitch. Nothing's free, you gon' see, going salesman in this. Free me if you speak, I ain't telling them shit. Walking steep, I'm a creep, cause I ain't no snitch. Slide, drop, gas, brakes. I had to get it myself. Premium gas, man, we smoking top shelf. What else? Play with the cards I'm dealt. I told 2 guns, you could call me Kill Bill. For real, I had to get it myself. Premium gas, man, we smoking top shelf. What else? Play with the cards I'm dealt. I told 2 guns, you can call me Kill Bill. For real, I'll put a pussy in his place. You be in, nigga, I ain't never caught a case. Stupid ass boy, yeah, I know where you stay. Hit him with a chopper, watch the nigga do the race. Spaz on they ass for my bros, I'm a killer. Hope you got a healer. These bullets gon' hit ya. Grumpy ass nigga, I'm a ape, I'm a gorilla. Make them dance, nigga, yeah, Michael Jackson Thriller. My pockets got bigger, shawty look thicker. I don't like candy, but I eat it like a Snicker. Evan in the cut, ayy, you can catch a slug, ayy. I'm a big crip, ayy, all my niggas bloods, ayy. Pirate gang, nigga, we ain't never showing love, ayy. Swear you hella dumb if you think we give a fuck, ayy. Money, 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 I can never get enough, ayy. When they mention ugly, don't forget ugly, bruh, ayy. Come and get your girl, she ain't fuck me good enough, ayy, bitch. Ayy, bitch. Come and get your girl, she ain't fuck me good enough, ayy, bitch. I had to get it myself. Premium gas, man, we smoking top shelf. What else? Play with the cards I'm dealt. I told 2 guns, you could call me Kill Bill. For real, I had to get it myself. Premium gas, man, we smoking top shelf. What else? Play with the cards I'm dealt. I told 2 guns, you can call me Kill Bill. For real, cop another caddy, gotta get another 1,000. Betty dropped the Eddie, call my boys and they be scouting. Cuffed another baddie, gotta climb another mountain. And I ain't gon' get petty, cause I bet you ain't about it. But you better be ready, cause you're doing all that mouthing. Keep my pistol, hold it steady, ain't gon' miss, I really doubt it. If I pop up like confetti, pick your hands up, you get pounded. Keep my shooter systems ready, you gon' stand up, we get rowdy. I had to get it myself. Premium gas, man, we smoking top shelf. What else? Play with the cards I'm dealt. I told 2 guns, you could call me Kill Bill. For real, I had to get it myself. Premium gas, man, we smoking top shelf. What else? Play with the cards I'm dealt. I told 2 guns, you can call me Kill Bill. For real. Play with the cards I'm dealt. I told 2 guns, you can call me Kill Bill. For real, I had to get it myself. Premium gas, man, we smoking top shelf. What else? Play with the cards I'm dealt. I told 2 guns, you can call me Kill Bill. For real.
Hey, Retro, Young Lit, you be in.
Yeah. Told
All
you, man, that more go, bro. Every time I hear it, I want to jump in my skates, man.
You want to roller ski? All right, what we finna get on? We still on these people that we vote in to represent us. What we got, Reggie?
Okay, so since we on politics and things of that nature, I don't know if everybody's aware, but there's a senator, I believe, his name is Tom Cotton. He made some controversial remarks about slavery and it being people took it as him saying that slavery was a necessary evil. He's also against the 1692 project in schools. And he's also caught a lot of blowback. And a lot of people feel like that, not right now, he may not be an issue, but they saying that he's gearing up to run for president in 2024. He's going to be one of the candidates. They saying that his name is Tom Cotton. They saying that he is looking like one of the guys they're going to try to put up to run for president in 2024. Right now, he's finna get ready to run for his seat again, and it's not even no Democrat. He's running unopposed by the Democrats. So he's probably going to win again.
He's just going to win anyway.
Yeah, and then he's going to, and they saying that in 2024, he's going to go ahead and jump and try to make that leap to president.
As a Democratic nominee?
No, he's a Republican. No Democrat is running against him for his seat in the Senate.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see if this got what his statements were.
In an interview attacking a New York Times project reframing U.S. history around the consequences of slavery, here's the quote given to the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette. We have to study the history of slavery and its role and impact on the development of our country, because otherwise we can't understand our country. As the Founding Fathers said, it was the necessary evil upon which the Union was built. But the Union was built in a way, and Lincoln said, to put slavery on the course to its ultimate extinction. The interview is part of the Republican senators' plans for a bill to withhold federal tax money from school districts that teach the 1619 Project, which was published last August. The project's founder, who won a Pulitzer Prize for commentary for her work, responded saying if Cotton's comments were true, quote, it's hard to imagine what cannot be justified if it is a means to an end. Cotton denied endorsing or justifying slavery, saying he was describing the views of the founders.
So, sound like a justification to me. Basically saying slavery was okay because we need to do that to get to where we are now.
Well, he didn't say that. He did say in that quote, and a lot of people don't catch it.
He quoted Lincoln later.
Yeah, no. They said Lincoln, but he said that just like our founding fathers, he said our founding fathers said that slavery was a necessary evil, and like President Lincoln said, but it was a tool to.
So, yeah, you're rationalizing this.
So no, I just want people to be clear.
But that's the same thing Jackson did with the Jew thing.
With the retweet?
Well, so
yeah,
look,
that's the same thing.
It's real easy.
It's the same thing.
In order to get to where we're going then, because of where we're at now we have to exterminate all the white people.
Is that what he's saying?
No, that's why I'm saying that's where that's the interpretation, because it's all idiotic, man.
Yeah, it sounds stupid as hell.
He sounds like a fucking idiot.
Because I think if you say slavery was the only way we can get to this point. Just to think, if we didn't have slavery, everybody was working together.
Look, you wasn't talking quick enough. I want to say it for you.
Yeah, if everybody was working together, when you came here,
imagine the country we would be today.
Oh man, it'll be a great country because right now you have to have warehouse workers. You have to have people who's going to work.
Man, we would dominate in any industrial form of marketing, and oh my goodness, it's a damn shame. Your plantation owners,
unnecessary evil. There's no such thing as an unnecessary evil.
Necessary evil.
Necessary. That's what I mean. There's no such thing as a necessary evil. Like,
well, it is. It's just like
what? Tell me.
Because when you have no other choice.
That's what I'm saying. Cause like if you go into war, you know what I'm saying, killing is evil. But to win a war, you're gonna have to kill somebody. Period.
But that doesn't mean
that's a necessary evil.
But that doesn't make the war necessary.
It depends on what you're fighting for.
Exactly, and most of the wars are fought over oil, something that you can communicate with. And if you're not going to get it, then you need to work on their means instead of trying to kill and devour their people so you can take it for yourself and charge your own price.
I mean, that
don't make it necessary.
There's never been a type of people on the planet that didn't want to take over somebody else's something for themselves.
But that doesn't justify it as necessary evil. That means it's just pure evil.
If you deem your cause necessary, then it is necessary.
So if I just say something is necessary, it's necessary.
No, it depends on what your cause is.
Listen. if I go to rob a bank, I've set it up. I'm gonna rob this bank because I need this money, and if I got this gun and I'm gonna use it if I have to, but I don't want to. Okay, and I go rob this bank and I end up killing somebody. I didn't want to kill nobody, but I killed somebody. That was a necessary means
for him to get away.
To get to my objective.
But it wasn't necessary for you to rob a bank. Get a job.
You listen. No. You
okay then.
You're trying to justify that. You're missing the point I'm making.
I'm not going to justify evil.
Let me put it in another term. It's just like with these protests. You know what I'm saying? People disrespecting people, they looting. You know what I'm saying? People losing jobs. Now you told
That's
me
not
like,
necessary.
You told me. You said, "Hey, that stuff gonna happen. It's just a part of the movie."
No, I did not. I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
When people was losing their job, and I said, "Man, should nobody lose their job?" And you said, "Hey, that's gonna happen." You said the wrong thing.
No, but that doesn't make it evil though.
Somebody losing their income because you don't like what they said.
That don't make it evil.
That is.
They got a family to take care of.
How is that? How is that evil? They can get another job.
How do you know they can get another job? Making what they making, they have a lifestyle. You can't just say, "Oh."
Police officers all the time, when they kill somebody, they move to another state and they get another job at another precinct.
I was talking about
that's a different. That's a brotherhood.
I was talking about
that's a union.
That's a union job. You gonna get another job.
But that's what we talking about.
No, when we was talking about that, we was talking about like these different broadcasters that's getting and these different CEOs that's getting fired.
They get other jobs. They pay.
But it's not gonna be the same though.
But
if you live $116,000 lifestyle. And you get fired, and your next job is say 70,000.
So the line that we're trying to define is what is evil and what is not.
Evil just like beauty.
No, a necessary evil.
No, not even necessary, because necessary just means it had to happen. We need to define the word evil. Evil. What is considered to be evil?
Evil is based on your perception. You know what I'm saying? It's based on who you're talking about and what the event, you know what I'm saying, what the event is. Because what somebody might consider evil may not be evil. It could be harsh, but they might not consider it evil.
But slavery.
True.
Slavery. Is that evil?
Yeah, that definitely had evil intent.
Killing somebody. Is that evil?
Hold on. It depends on who's looking at it.
So it depends on what happens. Okay, so.
Oh, yeah, I definitely feel like it's people that deserve to die. Straight up.
If you're a murderer. If you kill somebody, that may be the only thing I would consider a necessary evil, because necessarily you murder somebody, so bro, you necessarily don't deserve to be on this earth. That would be something I would say, okay, that's a necessary evil. But
you can lock him up for the rest of his life.
You can lock him up for the rest of his life, but now he's in jail killing people there.
Paying for that.
And you're paying for it.
You can lock him up in his own cell.
Yeah, you can.
You got to pay for
But that's what I'm saying.
I'm doing that on purpose.
Yeah. But murder, okay, so that can be justified as what state you in, whether it's going to be the death penalty. Because they don't even have the death penalty only in, Texas and New York? Those are the only two states with the death penalty?
I believe there's more.
And Missouri I think Missouri has it.
I don't think Missouri got it. Maybe Illinois.
It's Illinois.
I want to say Illinois.
That's where our cousin was killed.
Sure.
Our cousin was killed in Illinois.
It's just like, like I said, when I say it depends on what the action is and what the result is, too, because it's just like a mama bird, you know what I'm saying, when she pushes the baby bird out the nest, not knowing if it could fly or not. We about to find out. Now, if the baby bird breaks his neck,
but that's not necessarily.
It's looked at as an evil act. But if it's
no, that's survival. That's not evil.
It's necessary. Pushing something,
but that's not evil.
Not knowing if something can do something, and if it can't do it, it's going to die.
But that wouldn't be evil though.
30 states.
That's something that has to happen in order for the bird to fly.
That's what he was trying to say. In order for not saying that he right, but that's what he was saying. In order for the country to thrive,
but that's not true.
You had to have.
That's not true.
I'm not saying it's true. I'm just saying.
To answer your question, there's 30 states that do still have the death penalty, with over 2,000 prisoners still waiting on death row.
Oh, okay. All right, but the point that we was talking about is if what's considered a necessary evil. All right, and like we said, okay, if you kill somebody, that might be defined as, okay, you get killed too, and that's because it's evil to murder somebody. Period. No matter if they kill somebody or if you know what I'm saying, that's bad.
So
murder, taking somebody's life is bad.
Let me throw one at you, okay? I mean, just put it blunt. Your life is in danger. You have a choice.
Mm-hmm.
It's your life or the next man's life. Now, you didn't aggravate the situation.
They came up to you, and then he gotta go.
It's not by your choice.
He gotta go.
Okay. Now, is that still considered evil? And would you feel that you would deserve the death penalty as well?
I would still say, I wish I didn't have to take his life. Even though he was finna take mine, I would still say, bro, that shit, death stays on your conscience whether it was justified or not. That's going to be on your mind. So I would say it was necessary for me to defend myself, but I don't justify it as a necessary evil. Well, yeah, it would be a necessary evil because I killed him, and that's an evil act is caused as a murder.
To keep your life.
Yeah, but I'm not saying there's no such thing as necessary evil.
But what he was discussing was, and like I said, let me fact check myself. It's actually 1619 Project is what it's called. That's a project.
They're trying to.
Yeah, that's a project where they want to uncover all the questions of slavery. They want to really dig deep and get very detailed with how the first slave made it here, the origins of slavery, and all the gory details that are kind of left out when it comes to slavery. Because if anybody that graduated high school, you know they speak on slavery, but it's not a long chapter and it's not very detailed.
They're mad that that was even brought up again.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And that's what he was saying. He was like, he's against the 1619 Project. He said because we don't need to be trying to. We need to be trying to move forward.
Is he Jewish?
We don't need to be.
Is he Jewish?
I'm not sure.
I bet you. I know why he don't want to dig in, because the original Israelites that were taken into slavery were the first Jews. That's what Nick Cannon and them got in trouble for.
Because he was like that. We don't need to be, worried about trying to dig, into stuff like that, because all they're gonna do is raise tensions.
They don't want to see the truth
and stuff like that against people. He said we need to be worried about moving forward. He was like, let's just say that slavery happened. It was wrong. It was a lot of the forefathers considered it was a necessary evil to help build America what it was, and let's leave it at that. That's his stance. Let's not dig into, what I'm saying, the evils.
But we got to learn about George Washington all our lives. Well, we can't learn about black folks and
George
how they
Washington,
got here.
Abraham Lincoln.
We got to learn about them. But that's necessary. We got to know our forefathers. That's not my motherfucking father.
Well, I'm gonna play devil's advocate, because what he should have said was, what I'm saying, what he should have said was, if he was gonna try to combat it, he should have said, I don't want the 1619 Project, because they always want to try to make it as if America started slavery, and they didn't. You know what I'm saying? Slavery was here. Slavery started in Africa.
So was pedophilia. Like,
Europe,
it was a lot of stuff that was that don't make it right.
No, it's not right. But he said, well, you know what I'm saying? What they try to make it like
they just
slavery is white people's fault. Like it was the invention of America. Like a lot of people feel like slavery was the invention of Americans.
No, America learned how to mass produce.
Yeah,
they were able to get more on the boats and maximize the profit.
Yeah, and they learned the beauty. Well, I don't want to say beauty because nothing beautiful about slavery, but they learned the benefits of slavery from the Africans, from Asians who had slaves hundreds of years before America was even a concept in anybody's mind.
Most of the African slaves, they didn't work like how American slaves.
Most of their slaves was like prisoners of war,
somebody
criminals.
That owed money. It was either
people that owed money. That was
they
one
owed
of them.
money. And
they was also prisoners of war.
It was a different system of slavery. It wasn't when you're born, you're instantly a slave. That wasn't.
Well, they did have. I was looking at that when I brought up Tom Cotton, that they did. If you was born into slavery, you was a slave. You was property in Africa and Asia and
I don't know about that. Show me a source on that.
Yeah, y'all go ahead.
Because most times when a slave, they enslaved either the man, if they enslaved a woman. If they enslaved a woman and she got pregnant, that kid was raised within the family of the people who enslaved them.
Where you get that from?
I got that from a documentary on the National Geographic. It was on channel.
You know, hey, I watch a lot of National Geographic. A lot of that shit I don't trust because of I'm gonna touch a sensitive area. The religious contents. You know, some of the things that are said, but that they have dismissed, but then they admit to finding actual places from the Bible. It's a whole touchy subject. I don't even want to get into it.
That's probably a certain
But
show.
My point is I don't trust a whole lot of what they say.
I do. Unless
it's Animal Planet. You know, that type of shit, watching the animals.
Well, I trust it
they
because
can't fake that.
They had actual Africans saying, yes, my father was a slave, but it was an old man. He said, my father was a slave, but the chief took care of me, but my father had to stay a slave because of his debt. That's basically what the chief said.
Yeah, like I said, it was a mixture. It just depended on what African people had you, what age people. Yeah, because it was a mix. It was a mix of debt slavery, punishment for crime, the enslavement of prisoners of war, child abandonment, and the birth of slave children and slaves. That's what made up the slave population. Either if you was born in, because sometimes, like in here, sometimes like once the person paid they debt, like if you were owned by somebody and you had a child, they took that as part of the paper. So the child was there. Yeah, you could go, but the child was still there.
Yes, that's the payoff, yo. But that's not necessarily what I'm saying. Is once the debt is paid off, if he have more kids, they're not going to be slaves.
Yeah. No. If he get free and he have kids while he free, they his kids.
Yeah,
but
so have them while they slave. That wasn't happening in America.
They
once they had kids and they had kids, they was all motherfucking slaves.
They made a bigger business out of it.
Yeah.
Why let them go when we can keep them all?
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah, it looked like the cultures that it was in. We got
why run down and fuck all of them? Walk down there and fuck them all.
Yep. But let's get into some music. We're gonna come back with some hot topics. We got about an hour and 30 minutes left with y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Let's get into Timid Boy. Timid Boy. 3 blunts. Let's go.
Three blunts made the beats.
Playing in these streets, nah, nigga, I don't do that. Tricking on some bitches, nah, nigga, I don't do that. Hanging with a bunch of niggas, nah, I don't do that, nah, I don't do that, nah, I don't do that. Playing in these streets, nah, nigga, I don't do that. Tricking on some bitches, nah, nigga, I don't do that. Hanging with a bunch of niggas, nah, I don't do that, nah, I don't do that, nah, I don't do that. Playing with my life, nah, nigga, I don't do that. Fighting over hood rats, nah, I don't do that. Running with some bum ass niggas, I don't do that. Smoking with a bunch of niggas, nah, I don't do that. Loaning niggas money, nah, nigga, I don't do that. Giving niggas rides, I don't know, I don't do that. Niggas not allowed in my house, I don't do that. No, I won't pass my blunt, nigga, I don't do that. Not friendly with you, nigga, nah, nigga, I don't do that. Don't come around me talking like a bitch, I don't do that. Don't ask me for no favors, nah, nigga, I don't do that. Don't argue with no niggas in the street, I don't do that. Don't ask me for no credit, nah, nigga, I don't do that. I don't call these bitches queens, nah, I don't do that. I'm too old to gang bang, nigga, I don't do that. I will never be an ass kisser, I don't do that. 3 blunts, I don't do that. I don't do that. Playing in these streets, nah, nigga, I don't do that. Tricking on some bitches, nah, nigga, I don't do that. Hanging with a bunch of niggas, nah, I don't do that, nah, I don't do that, nah, I don't do that. Playing in these streets, nah, nigga, I don't do that. Tricking on some bitches, nah, nigga, I don't do that. Hanging with a bunch of niggas, nah, I don't do that, nah, I don't do that, nah, I don't do that.
Yeah, we back.
We sidebarring like a marvel. Boy, we need cameras, man. We need.
Man, I got a question I want to pose to everybody. I would like everybody that's listening to comment on.
What's up?
Okay, do y'all feel, this is what we were sidebarring about, do y'all feel that it's beneficial to teach kids about slavery, injustice,
I'm finna post that real quick.
Things like that? Or do you feel like if we stop teaching that and gave them more beneficial information, that it could help quell a lot of these racial tensions? Because small kids, they only know what you tell them.
Look, I heard you. I understood what you said.
Repeat the question one more time.
But I need you to be a little bit more specific on the other side of.
Repeat the question one more time.
The question is, do you feel like that teaching racial issues, past transgressions, and past misdeeds of other cultures?
Do we feel like teaching?
Yeah, teaching kids that is beneficial or is it harmful? And like we was talking about, you can do it both ways. Like it was a good point brought up that you teach them the history, you see where you came from, so you can know where you're going, and that's definitely one way to look at it.
Racial and what?
Racial tensions and cultural misdeeds.
No, don't try to.
Oh yeah, slavery.
No, he's pretty much the same words.
Same
but
thing.
People ain't gonna really.
Well, you can say slavery.
All right,
you can say slavery.
Kids.
But I can see it both ways. You teach them the past and they know where they're going, but then also you got a faction of people that use that as a crutch, that if they never do nothing or never achieve nothing, then it's, man, the reason I didn't is because, what they did to my ancestors, years ago, did blah, 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 blah. And then when you say, well, what about him? He came from your neighborhood. He lived down the street. He went to the same schools as you, but then he ended up doing something. Man, it don't matter. They let one of us do something and not the other ones. But right now, the age we live in, a lot of that, it's too much access now for you to be a failure. There's way too much. You can make your own content. It's ways where you can make your own business out of nothing. Like you can market your own self. You can make your own products. Like it's all there. It's so many ways that you can bring in income to better yourself. The internet has all the information.
But what is that? Go ahead, bro.
Oh no, I was going to tell a story. Go ahead.
No, go tell your story.
Look, have you ever had that feeling? I don't know. I get it. If something scares me, I rarely get scared like that unless I'm watching a real weird kind of movie. You know what I'm saying? But that scary feeling where you get that warm feeling in your chest, it makes it kind of tight right there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The first interaction I had with racism, I was a grown man in the military, standing in front of my first sergeant. I had got in trouble. I think I was late for work or something. I don't know. And this man told me, because my son was being born. I mean, we had just found out my wife was pregnant. And this man told me, I don't care nothing about you, your family. It's up to me. Blah, 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 blah. And as he's talking, I'm getting this feeling like, whoa, he's serious. Where's this hate coming from? And I found out later what it was. But yeah, those people are out there, man.
Yeah, and like I said, it's a much older generation that still is with it. Like this younger generation, like I said, now there's so much access to things. They're not worried about all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but
that doesn't.
Yes, they are, because you become worried about it when it smack you in the face.
That's what I said. Then you find out about it
when it smacks you in the face, and you like, why the fuck he don't like me like this? You learn where this hate is coming from, and you learn how to approach certain situations. That's what knowing about your past helps your future. Knowing where you came from helps get to where you're trying to go. Like if you're trying to be a millionaire, you don't just try to be a millionaire. You research millionaires and how they got there. You research how people got, when you try to hoop, you research past hoopers to see how they did this and how they did that. Same thing go with slavery and racial issues.
But that's what I'm saying. They only telling one part of the faction, like I told you, and it's. But you can Google, you can look up everybody. Every black person wasn't a slave.
That's why.
But that's all they teach. They will make you think if you're black, you were a slave.
But yeah, that's the problem. But what I'm getting out of what you're saying is they don't need to teach none of it.
No,
and they should just forget about it. That's what I'm getting.
Either you're gonna teach it all or don't teach none of it. You can't just teach the part that you want to teach.
That don't make sense. The only thing you should be saying is they need to teach all of it. They need to teach the good and the bad, because we weren't just slaves. There were inventors. There were people who were
that came over that was free. That was European refugees that came over that was free, that never spent a day in slavery, and they have ancestors and they had children.
But the thing about it, they were still treated wrong. Just because you were free don't mean you weren't discriminated against.
Well,
they were still treated
true,
wrong.
But that's gonna happen everywhere, like in every group of people.
No. See, you saying it's gonna happen.
No, I'm saying it did happen in whatever country you want to name.
It did happen, but that's why kids need to know about it. That's why it needs to be taught. It shouldn't nothing.
You can teach discrimination and what it is without blaming it on one person. Like when they teach it, it's pretty much, here's what white people did to you. That's how it's taught. Here's what they did to you.
In this country,
you know what I'm saying?
Here's what white people did to Indians and black folks and Mexicans and all that. Yes,
and that's
the truth.
That's what's gonna spark them racial tensions.
No, it doesn't spark racial tensions. It sparks.
When people hear about it, they get pissed. They get mad.
They get yes, you.
And then when they see the slightest hint of what it may be, they be losing it. And then there'd be a lot of people that take things and take it in ways that people didn't mean.
That's not necessarily true. When I learned about this shit, I didn't go start cursing out all my white friends. I understood. It didn't come from you, but our history is fucked up. And if you don't acknowledge it and say, yeah, y'all did get treated wrong, then I may have a problem with you. But if most of my white friends know, hey man, y'all were treated bad back in the day, but
what do you
like
consider,
that now.
You know what I'm saying? What do you consider, acknowledging it, or just saying that it happened, or what?
No, acknowledgement comes from when you go around. Okay, when a kid goes around not know, when he living in a good neighborhood, not knowing the color of his skin. It's some black kids that don't acknowledge. Not acknowledge it, but they don't recognize that they're different from another person, which they're not. They're not. No, they're not different. We're all human beings. But it's some people that consider it a difference because of the color of your skin. And then when you go into your first experience of dealing with a racial person, somebody who's racist, you acknowledge like, oh, it is a percentage of these people that think I'm different because of the color of my skin. That's acknowledgement. That's like, hey, damn, okay, I really got to carry myself a little. I got to make sure you don't feel that way before I open up myself to you. Because I don't want to be, because it's going to be people that are racist. Like, it to the end of time, it's going to be people who don't like a certain color of people. That's just how it is, okay? But you don't carry yourself around them people the same way you do around a person who sees you as an equal. So a person that sees you as an equal is more of a friendly vibe. If the person that sees you as a problem, you don't fuck with me, I ain't got to fuck with you. You don't want to act like that around everybody. But in order to know them type of vibes, you got to be taught what were the tendencies of that. That's how you learn your tendencies, and you learn, hey, them are slur words towards black, because it's some words that sneak you. You know what I mean? Like brown nose and all that shit, and it's certain words.
Well, they use brown nose, but that can apply to any people.
But it can apply
to somebody that's kissing ass.
But if you look at the history of certain words, you will see where it originated from.
And ladies and
they
gentlemen,
switch it up.
That right there, what he just said, is something I encourage everybody to get into. It's called etymology. Is understanding what a word meant at the time that it was used.
That it was invented. Yes. But that's not going to be learned if you try to take it out the learning system. They're not going to learn them words. You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, but just like things evolve and, you know, words and definitions change and fall off, it's going to be like that, like brunette.
It don't matter how brunette used to be a...
Yeah, it used to be... That's what you used to call a heavy-set black woman. Yeah,
yes.
Now it's a term of dark-haired, you know what I'm saying, white woman.
But if all the women knew...
Now, if you knew... Now, because you know that that's the term for a heavy-set black woman, does it matter? Nobody gonna still recognize it as
if
ago.
a heavy set black woman gets and her hair ain't brown and a white dude call her brunette, she know, she learned. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't see that happening though. Like a lot of these
but
things.
You don't. But what I'm saying is, you know how slick people think they are. They think, oh yeah, I know some shit. You don't like other languages. In Italy, was it a muli? You fucking muli? Is it a muli? That's what they call black people. Some with an M, but we didn't know about that until we watched Godfather. You know what I mean? They've been calling us that shit forever, but you really didn't understand that was a racial slur until you watched some Italian shit. So it's other languages that try to get slick with you, but you're not gonna know that, bro, if it's not in the classroom. That's what we ask. Well, not what we. What I would ask is that, yeah, the good, bad languages, all that need to be taught. It need to be literally a real black history class. I mean, we got white history. That's history. You know what I'm saying? We in white history all day. We've been doing that our whole life. I'm talking about a real, not just talking about slaves, not just talking about Frederick Douglass and Harriet Tubman. I'm talking about Africans, traditions. I'm talking.
But when you get into that type of stuff, then you're going to have to just totally destroy everything you've been teaching about history. It's a lot of people that...
Why you got to destroy it?
It's a lot of people that's getting a lot of credit for a lot of things they actually didn't do.
But that's not destroying it. That's teaching the facts.
I'm saying you got to destroy the model that they have in place right now.
That's what needs to happen.
I agree with you. I'm just saying that's what they're going to have to do. You can't add it on. You have to totally get rid of...
That's why they tore down the Christopher Columbus statue. Because that's not true. He didn't discover this motherfucker. Then they not gonna put up a statue of the real person, but at least they got rid of that.
Well, they don't know who the real person is.
What they do? It was the black. It wasn't Jacques Cousteau. It was they named America after him. America was some.
Okay. First of all, nobody discovered America because it was already people here. It was already people here.
I'm talking about discovered it for
England,
Europe, England, but they were from the America. He was from Northern Africa, so it was a mixture of white and black people in Northern Africa. It was Europeans that migrated over the Mediterranean. You know what I'm saying? It was a mixture of people. That's what made the brown Iranians and Iraqis the mixture, bruh. You know what I mean? It was a mixture of them people there. So I just think getting rid of it will be catastrophic to development of unity, because if you don't understand the mistakes that people did, like the bad shit that people did and all that, and you go about, if I didn't learn I'm not supposed to stick my finger in a socket, I will eventually do it when I get older. It's a habit that has to be learned. So if you learn, even white people need to learn it, because they know if you find a word and you start going around saying it and you don't know it's a racial slur to like Mexicans or something, or even black people to Mexicans or something, then and you get backlash because you wasn't taught that's a problem. So that shit needs to be in the schools, like not in the schools so far as where they playing around with, but learning, okay, we finna get into a serious subject about the dehumanization that our past is known for. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, well, everybody know when it comes to me, or if y'all don't know, I got a certain model that I would like in schools. And like I said, I heard what you're saying. If we're going to teach everything as far as history, you know what I'm saying? I'm with that. But there's some other classes I would like to see before I worry about that. That'll be way more beneficial to them being adults, like economics, you know what I'm saying? Things like that. Things that's going to help them prepare. Because you can know all the history you want. You know what I'm saying? There's a ton of people. You look on YouTube, the blogs, there's a ton of people that know a ton about history that ain't got nothing going for themselves, or they just regular people and they know a lot, but like, how can you take that and apply it to better yourself? Yeah, you know why you're in the situation you're in. Okay, now what are you going to do with that information to better yourself? It's a lot of other classes that I think that they need to add in school that will help these kids be better prepared, like tax preparation, understanding how to balance a checkbook, things like that. Like, that stuff needs to be higher on the list.
Yeah, that's important.
You know what I'm saying?
Very important.
Like a lot of classes that we can get rid of, American history, that's definitely one. Certain levels of math class, are really career specific. Like when you start getting into trig and stuff like that, if that's not in your career field, why is everybody learning it? Like, really, it's only 5 to maybe 6 years of core classes that everybody should be taking.
I think it's a way that you can coordinate them classes with real life things. Like, what I never liked in school is when teachers gave out problems that meant nothing to my day to day. So when it was shit like just math problems on a piece of paper, I always appreciated word problems, like word math problems, where it says Johnny had 5 apples.
That make it real for you. Like the problem that make it real for you.
Exactly.
Well, they say it was a study done, and it's a lot of psychiatrists. For those of you that may be aware or may not be aware, there's a lot of psychiatrists that say the best place, especially if you homeschooling, to teach your kids is in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying?
With cooking
cooking.
And
all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Change, because for whatever reason, you know what I'm saying, it can be I don't know if it's genetics, I don't know if it's, the culture that they've been brought up around, but young black kids struggle the most with reading and comprehension, but a lot of them excel in math. You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Once they get the hang of it, they struggle early, but once they get the hang of it, they excel in math but struggle in reading and comprehension. So like you said, if you can put all that into one, like them word problems, that's a form of reading and comprehending, you know what I'm saying, what's going on as you reading the problem, understanding the factors to help you get to the solution,
Yeah, I think if real life situations were brought in each class to where even when they writing papers, don't give all the students some same ass book and tell them to write about it. Make the teacher do some fucking work. Let the kids choose what book they want to write on. You know what I mean? And bring it to real life situations, man. It's just I think we get so stuck on curriculum, and it just giving kids books and do this problem, do this. Like, that's the reason they're not learning nothing.
Well, for everybody that's listening that may go to those school board meetings, and for those people that's running for the school board, like I said, the plan that I would propose to them is 1st through 5th. Your core classes, reading, writing, your math classes. You can kind of keep a lot of that same. You can get some of your history in there to build that foundation, things like that. 6th through 8th, balancing the checkbook, economics, tax prep, and career exploration. And then 9th through 12th, career specific. You know what I'm saying? If anybody is going to those meetings and proposing those things, or, even if you're on a school board, that should be the route that we going to. So when a kid graduates from the 12th grade, they are all the way prepared to be an adult. They know how to bank. They know how to do their taxes. They understand, money and economics. We should also have a driver's ed class. They need to bring back home ec. A lot of these kids cannot cook. I'm actually in favor, I don't know how realistic it'll be, is to get an agriculture class in school, you know what I'm saying, as a possible elective. And also with that home ec, not just cooking, but understanding things like knitting and being able to make clothing and stuff like that, repairs and things like that. Like, it's not a lot of real world skills being taught in schools today. And that's really what I would like to see some of these projects go towards. Like, 'cause I understand projects like 1619, but why isn't anybody stepping up in these schools and coming up with a project like, let's teach these kids how to be adults instead of making them have to figure out how to be an adult when they're an adult. And then they 27, 28, 29, 32 years old saying, man, if I knew what I knew now 10 years ago, I'd be so much further.
Yeah. I mean, I understand. I understand having economics in school. Oh, well, let's get to a song real quick, and then we'll come back. We'll talk a little economics.
Swag up, nigga, swag up, nigga. Untamed gorillas. Untamed gorillas. Swag up, nigga, swag up, nigga. Niggas know what it is, man. Yeah. Look. R.I.P. to them untamed gorillas. On swag. Keep it swag, nigga. Tell me who is realer. I ain't gon' cap swag. I could've kept it triller. No cap. I ain't gon' lie, nigga. You got me in my feelings. Really dope. R.I.P. to them untamed gorillas. Oh God. Keep it swag, nigga. Tell me who is realer. I ain't gon' cap swag. I should've kept it triller. No cap. I ain't gon' lie, nigga. You got me in my feelings. Really dope. Take it back to like 06. No cap. When the swag was on go shit. Look, no, we really wasn't on shit, but watch how you approach shit and we'll take your bitch. Look, then we fell out by my old bitch. That's crazy. Truth be told, it was some hoe shit. For real. We had that heart to heart, we know this. We was young, not moving as one, but that's some old shit. Let me swag, nigga, let me get this off. I would be lying if I ain't miss my dogs. I'm so mad I gotta write this song. Look, I wouldn't be crying if I ain't fuck with y'all. Look, free PAT, hope I don't miss this call. Look, R.I.P. Big Ed, that's my fucking dog. Look, R.I.P. Nick, I'm taking this shit hard. Look, I wrote this song cause I'm stuck with y'all. Look, R.I.P. to them untamed gorillas. On swag. Keep it swag, nigga. Tell me who is realer. I ain't gon' cap swag. I could've kept it triller. No cap. I ain't gon' lie, nigga. You got me in my feelings. Really dope. R.I.P. to them untamed gorillas. Oh God. Keep it swag, nigga. Tell me who is realer. I ain't gon' cap swag. I should've kept it triller. No cap. I ain't gon' lie, nigga. You got me in my feelings. Really dope.
How many niggas you know got the studio in the wheel?
Alright, we back. Now we got everybody's favorite moment of a good Tuesday day. It's the
Angry Man.
What you got for us?
Big bruh.
Man, look,
Angry Man.
on a normal day, I look forward to this day because I get to snap. I get to let all that shit off my shoulder. But today I got a whole nother level of angry, man, because I've been seeing this a lot, but it's at the forefront right now. We're seeing it, and it's really pissing me off, man. I want to talk about the true racists out there. A real true. I mean, down to the KKKs, man. You know what I'm saying? I actually respect someone that says, "Hey, I'm a racist. I don't like this. I you know what I'm saying? However they feel, I can respect that. But what I can't respect is you pussy motherfuckers hiding behind social media. Look, be a man about yours. Stand on what you say. Stand on what you believe in. You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is if you're going to be a racist, be a racist. Shit, that's you. That's you. But don't be a racist on social media and think ain't nobody gonna find out.
Ooh, you make a mess.
That's real.
Angry man.
That's definitely real. You definitely got a lot of people that, like to hide, and then knowing they be racist. That's one thing I can say I can appreciate about the Trump administration. All them people that's been hiding it, keeping it cooped up, sticking in their back pocket, they just let it all out. And I'm glad, because I like to know where people stand.
I seen a video earlier today. Some fat, short, white lady. She called a black dude a nigga. And she said, just so you know, I'm a white supremacist. I don't like y'all. she said it right then and there.
And you know what? This is the reaction she would have got from me.
Hey,
I would have giggled my ass off.
He kind of giggled, but he started joning on it. He was like, "Oh, bitch, shut up. That's why you got cankles."
Look,
it was
that's
funny
why
as
he
hell.
joned her. What can you say? You can't do nothing but respect her, man.
Yeah, she was like, but what kind of threw her off is she said, "Oh, if I have my gun, I'll shoot you."
And she meant it.
Yeah, she meant every word.
She meant the fuck out of that shit.
And I'm cool with that. I could take that with a grain of salt. But like I say, I can respect it.
And
but
if he would have knocked their ass out, you know what I'm saying?
I could have respected.
Yeah, because you just now you done took it up a level. You just gave me a threat. You know what I'm saying? You just made a threat on my life. Then she'd be like, "Oh my God, he hit me!" But like, hey, listen. This is what I've been waiting to say for a while. Everybody know I believe in this. Freedom of speech does not mean freedom of consequence. You can say whatever you want to say, but understand when you let it come out of your mouth, it's going to be perceived by whoever you talking to. However they perceive it, they're going to act on it. People think I should be able to say whatever I say and nobody should react because I got freedom of speech. That's not how it works.
Every action has a reaction.
I can say that.
Right. I'm just talking. I understand. But when you disrespect a person, you know what I'm saying, people are going to defend their respect in different ways.
You definitely, if you're going to say some shit that you know that's going to be controversial, be ready. Just be ready.
Yeah.
Just be ready. If you got something to say, just stand by what you say and take it and run with it. I mean, I know a lot of folks who do that. You know what I'm saying? Racists and all. They like shit. I don't like niggas.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. But that just made me think of the story. I'm not going to call him a friend, just somebody that I could deal with. I used to work at this warehouse. It was a white guy. He was like, he told me all the time, "McIntyre, I don't like niggers, but I respect you." Now, I always was wondering, like, what the fuck he meant by that. So, some white people have in their head that a nigga or a nigger is a black person that's hood and, like, not hood, but like, pants sagging.
They act a certain way.
Yeah, they fit a
certain profile.
Yeah, so, and I got kind of mad when he said it. I'm like, what you mean I ain't no nigga?
Drake Maddie won't call him a nigga.
It kind of fucked me up in the head because I'm like, bro, you just said that real calm.
And that's that lack of education.
And what? Because of what he said?
Yeah, of not knowing what.
Yeah, well, so I mean, he seemed very educated about how he felt.
Oh, he knew.
You know what I'm saying?
He knew what he said.
And he was like, you not a nigga though. I'm like, I looked at my arm, like, I'm black. So what you mean I'm not a nigga?
You black, but you're not a nigga.
And he was like, no, you here working with me. You get a paycheck. I hear you take care of your son. You finna marry your girl. Bro, you're not a nigger. You're a good citizen in this community.
So,
I'm like,
so to them, a nigger is the lower end of the black race.
I
basically
guess.
What he was trying to say.
What he tried to rationalize was
slap in the mouth.
What he was about to. What he tried to rationalize is like, now Jake over there, I'm not gonna say his real name, but he was talking about another dude. Now Jake over here, that white guy, he's a fucking cracker redneck. I was like, what makes him that? Because all he do is get his paycheck and go smoke it up. So he was harsh with both of his. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. This dude kind of seemed like myself. Because let me tell you,
and
that's
I was
how
just
I
like,
talk.
well, that's why I didn't hit him for the nigga thing, because he was the first person to ever say it and try to not rationalize it, but explain why he felt as if he called a certain person.
It seemed like he not using the slurs as
and
just leaving it to just you being that race. It seemed like he reserved the slurs for the worst type of people of those races.
Of that race.
Like, just because you black to him don't make you a nigga. What? If you a piece of shit black person, you a nigga. Just like he said, just because you white don't make you a redneck or a cracker, but if you a piece of shit white, you're a redneck or a cracker. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I ain't going to expose who, but these are facts. I had a black man tell me I was a nigga. I wasn't a man. I was a nigga. And he's old enough to have come up in those times.
What? But was he saying that because of what? What was the situation?
Was a piece of shit or something?
You know, if I went into detail, I would. It would tell who and
that's what I said. Did you do some niggerish ways?
No. Hey, I'm gonna tell you what I did. I stood up for what was mine.
Oh, okay.
What you do? You choked him with the pinky out?
No. I went to retrieve something of mine and was denied it. And he in turn pulled a pistol on me.
Well, see, I say in that situation, it was hostile from the beginning. So words are going to come out that you really don't know what you're talking about.
Well, his definition was I was no good and
was you dating his daughter or something?
No, I ain't gonna go into all that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this is good. So I posted the question on the question. I posted the question that Reggie stated earlier. Do y'all feel teaching kids past racial and slavery issues is beneficial to the youth? My auntie chimed in and said, yes, if done properly, all should know the sacrifices, deaths, etc., so our youth can appreciate what they have now and to strive for better.
That's a good take.
Yeah, my auntie, she's ex-military. I love her. Kisses, Auntie Bloody. Yeah, she's a smart, intelligent woman.
Like I said, if you're going to teach it, just teach it right. You know what I'm saying? Right now, what we got, when people like, we need to keep teaching it, we don't need to keep teaching this. Either we going to teach it right or just drop the shit.
Yeah. Now, I feel like we need to move on to some lighter. Well, not lighter, something uplifting.
What's that?
I mean, we can get into a...
yeah. Okay, yeah, I forgot about that. We're supposed to be getting an investment. Okay, now, what I had for investment, I don't know if y'all heard about this, but the first black-owned stock exchange in U.S. history is opening soon.
What's the name of it? Where they based out of?
All right, it says investing in stocks and bonds has always been one of the core principles of wealth building within the finance industry. For one former lawyer, it was imperative to give within the black community the opportunity to invest and create that generational wealth. So he created the first majority black.
Yeah, I'm finna get you.
So he created the first majority black and minority owned stock exchange in the country, the Dream Exchange. Founded, that's the name of it.
It is
the Dream Exchange.
Is he a homosexual?
God damn, bro. Why you gotta be gay? Because he called it the Dream.
When you start putting dreams and rainbows on shit, I gotta ask.
Just because you dream make you gay?
Nah, I gotta ask, bro.
Look, the first episode, I'm gonna throw that. The first episode is when I first met Mr. Reggie, and a statement was made about being homophobic, and I'm seeing this where this statement came from.
Yeah, but like I tell anybody that say that, you know what I'm saying, it's nothing about the people that scares me. That be the thing.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think everybody know what phobic means.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
You scared you might turn gay, bro?
Nah, bro. ain't even a thought. But again, you know, I feel like that they already very powerful and they entering into a lot of sectors they don't need to enter into. And I'm not going to help to make them more powerful.
Let's get off the
Stay on
LGBT.
subject. Stay on subject because I support LGBT.
All right.
They some smart. There's some smart.
The Dream Exchange, founded by Joe Sakala in partnership with Candace Capital Holding LLC, a black and minority-owned private equity firm led by William H. Elson, who holds majority ownership of the exchange, created the platform to provide a space to match small and emerging businesses at the early stage with investors to generate more wealth creation for underserved communities.
So this is like they just get behind the smaller stocks on there. You saying?
Well, I guess black stocks, black-owned businesses.
So it's not just a black-owned stock exchange; it's only for black-owned businesses.
Yeah, so
is that what it is?
So, but it's open for all investors,
right? But it's just only investing. You
know
in black-owned
how
businesses.
important that would be if they did that, because it's a lot of white people that will invest in black culture because that's what's popping. You know what I mean?
It's always been what's popping.
Yeah, if we turned all our money instead of doing the NASDAQ and the Dow to this exchange, bruh, these small companies that are black, they will shoot up because they'll have more investors. You know what I mean? That's basically what we doing when we buy stocks. We buying a share of the company and we invest it. We putting money assuming that the company's going to do well to get a return.
We just can't buy the stock in it. I mean, if we're going to do it, then we got to do the other part that makes it successful. We actually got to shop there. And put actual money,
but that's the thing. Into it. Once it starts, we're not going to be the only ones who shopping there because we're not the only ones who shop.
No, I'm not saying just us. I'm just saying, but we got to play that part.
I think right now, other businesses right now capitalize off our culture the most.
Oh yeah, that's why they quick to sign. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that's popular that's trying to come out with a product, they will sign it just to see what happens because you never know what's gonna pop. Who'd have thought that Kanye West and the stuff that he came out with, you know, the baggy, you know, shirts with holes and all that stuff would be, you know, would have the market that it has. You know what I'm saying? Them shoes, whether you like them or not, they got a huge market. You know what I'm saying? Them Yeezys. You know, when it first came out, like, who'd have thought that stuff really would have took off? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm going to keep my eye on it, y'all. We're going to keep on...
it's the dream,
we're going to definitely keep y'all updated.
The dream exchange.
We definitely going to keep y'all updated.
I'm definitely... Soon as they get it, and hopefully they get it on investing platforms, I'm definitely investing in it. I'm
definitely gonna look deep into it, and I'm gonna do my best to try to educate all the listeners on it. So, you know, I'm gonna try to maybe once a week try to update y'all on where it's at and what's going on with it. And like I said, I asked, you know, what's the dude? That was tongue in cheek.
Yeah. So check this out. It says after years of research, this is Williamson talking.
Is that the guy
who's starting it? Okay, early in my legal career, I learned how stock exchange hunt for liquidity because I was a lawyer for the founders of Archipelago, one of the first and the biggest electronic stock exchanges in the world. I'm going to call it ARC, grew into what the world has come to know today as the New York Stock Exchange. Because of my experience in understanding the formation of the world's greatest electronic stock exchange, I learned how a stock exchange creates and controls liquidity in the markets. After years of research, I discovered that the structure of the U.S. capital markets and the current stock exchange favor only the largest transactions with celebrity companies. You see that? Now, them celebrity companies, you know who are mainly on the forefront of all them companies? Black athletes, black singers, black rap artists. Like, it's us, you know what I mean? So I think he's going to really have a lot of people wanting his head on a stake if he do this.
Well, it depends, because as long as they have those athletes and rappers signed to them, they're not going to look at him as a threat. It's going to take some of those people that's on the forefront of them celebrity companies. Leave. And that's what I'm saying. That's what it's going to take.
They not, as soon as Jay-Z, if the numbers is right, I guarantee you Jay-Z going to get involved. I guarantee you.
Yeah, he gonna get involved.
Guarantee you.
But that ain't gonna. It's gonna have to take more to him, especially.
I'm saying Jay-Z's gonna get involved, and Jay-Z gonna get all his little circle of guys who want to be like him, which is Rick Ross, Future, T.I.'s of the world, Jeezys. All them niggas look up to Jay-Z because he's at the point where they trying to get to where they really don't have to drop an album.
Them people you name, though, they not really at the forefront no more. Like T.I. and Rick Ross.
They're not at the forefront. Yes, they are. They're still very marketable.
Generation, a lot of this young generation.
See, the thing about it is what you got to think about. Whatever T.I. or like Jeezy, they're in the background. They're giving these like QP, not QP, QC, quality control, the label, where most of these young artists is signed to, they're funded by cats like Jay-Z, T.I. and them. You know what I mean? So it's like who was in Motown? Smokey Robinson. He started off writing. Now he went from singing to writing to not motivate, but to mentoring. You know what I mean? And people follow his path. Like, that's just how it is. When you're at a certain level, it's going to be people under you that's going to be...
You get Jay, the three people I would say to make it work, the three dominoes you need to fall. You got to get Jay-Z.
Puff.
You got to get... no, he ain't one of my three, not Puff. You get Jay.
What?
You get LeBron, and you get Mike.
I see LeBron.
And Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan bigger than LeBron.
I can see LeBron and Mike.
That's what I'm saying. You get Jay, Mike, LeBron.
But that's too basketball. You need, like, you got Tiger Woods. If you get him to finally say,
I don't know how many black people really is gonna go somewhere.
A lot. We started playing because, bro.
We did up until he made that statement.
Even after he made the statement, we still followed him and felt sorry for him when that shit happened with his wife. It was black folks.
Yeah,
who
we came to pick him up.
Bro,
we pick him up
exactly. We didn't throw Tigers to the woods. We just said, Tiger, we know you black, bro. We seen your dad,
even if you don't know.
Yeah. We still, you know what I'm saying? It's still.
Yeah, but Tiger's
motherfuckers
not really,
to this day giving their kids.
Tiger's not really
Jimmy Tiger Robinson.
He not really popping to the youngsters. I know they had a debate about this.
But you're thinking about what's popular, what to the younger people. It's not what's popular
it's
to
all
the young.
About what's going forward.
No. See,
the younger people was driving everything. Like, that's how Tekashi just got that big deal because of the young cats.
No, you talking minimal though. I'm talking multi-billions. When you at a certain bracket, the people you got to influence to spend with you at a certain bracket, I'm talking buying big businesses, is the ones right next to you under that bracket. So that's like the middle class parents of them millennials to support. All right, so like if a kid wants something for Christmas, he gonna want what is pushed the most. It's not necessarily what's out there. They want what everybody else is getting. And that's the thing about marketing. You know what I'm saying? When you market something, yeah, you market it to a younger generation, but you gotta market it to the big businesses first to get it out there to the young generation. Who owns the next line of businesses? That's the genre from the age group from like 29 to 50. Or not even 29 to 50, 29 to 40. The ones that's finna come into big. I mean, get me wrong, it's some young people that's rich as fuck. But I'm talking about like the ones right in that middle that's gonna be affecting the ones right under them. So the ones that own the moms and pop stores and the stuff that is accessible to the kids. Like if none of the stores accepted PlayStation, no kids will have it. The Walmarts and the Targets got to say, okay, we'll take that product here. It's multiple steps to get your product in stores. Just because you have a good product don't mean necessarily a store going to pick it up. The way it is
now, I mean, PlayStation don't need Walmart or none of them. Like most of the stuff with PlayStation.
But that's different, though. No, what you're saying is once you're an established brand.
If you get established now, there's so many ways that, like, I know what you're saying. Like before, you had to get certain entities on your side. But now, you know what I'm saying, it's so open for you to just do it yourself. Like it's such a direct to consumer relationship now.
But
you don't need them things
so
in the middle as much.
I watch Shark Tank all the time. Okay,
it's a good show.
And what Mark Cuban always explains is, internet, apps, all that, you can do it yourself. You can sell it yourself. But it's always going to be a point where you're going to be standing in front of me needing my money because you're trying to reach a bigger market. Yeah, you can do it yourself. You can, but you can't please a high demand. And once you can't please that high demand, you know what happens to the demand? They say it's shitty because he can't reach all of it. He can't give it to everybody. So that's a horrible company. But once you get that background, them big businesses like a Walmart, Target, to where, hey, you know what?
Well, they just selling. They're not helping you.
Oh, no, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. They are invested in you.
They just sell the product.
That's not true. When you get something in a store, you sign Walmart has manufacturing companies. Walmart has storage companies. When you get a contract with them, if you're looking for manufacturing, they give you a deal with Oh, let me see the product. Yeah, we can manufacture that. We'll do it for this rate, and then we can put it in our stores. Like, it's just not a Walmart, Target. They're not just a stores. There's distribution centers. There's manufacturing centers. There's all types of stuff. When you're dealing with big businesses, in order to get bigger, you help people cut out other people to where the profit is split within less people.
That's what I'm saying. That's why you wouldn't go to a Walmart. That's you don't need them. Most of the factories that produce all the stuff that we, you know what I'm saying, that everybody like, that stuff over in China. That's not no Walmart or no Target or none of them.
I understand that. That's in China.
You start working with them, that's a markup. Actually, you losing money. You start
not necessarily. That's not true.
Them manufacturing it for you.
That's not true. That's not true. When you're a big business, the price of manufacturing gets lower the bigger you are. And if you're in a good standing with that company to where it's a good situation, you can sign a deal to where they're not taking most of the profit. It's ways you can do it. The dude that be on Shark Tank explained that the one little white dude in the middle that owns the show, the bald head dude. Bro, watch that shit, man. I
watch it.
They be putting motherfuckers on game.
What I get from Shark Tank too, though, some of that is, them also getting people to, convincing people of what they saying and why they should take some of the deals with them that they take. 'Cause some of them deals don't be good deals.
But they don't. But they
definitely be trying to get over on products
rich,
they think gonna be hot.
Rich people. Yeah, that'd be rich people using their skills that got them rich.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta take it with a grain of salt.
But some people that be out be like, man, I'm gonna keep it real with you. They be saying that shit, and then some of the people on the side be getting pissed off. They're like, man, if you don't like the product, why is you fucking up my situation with the dude? And Mark Cuban does it all the time.
And some of them cats on there I done seen where they know, where they can recognize, 'cause I done seen a couple people, even though they be wanting some help, they realize when something ain't a good deal. They done told them straight like, that's a bad deal.
Because you don't go to the show not knowing your business. Because if you go to the show not knowing your business and you got a good product,
they killing
you. They gonna kill you. They go. What's the name gonna hit you with a? Damn, what's that nigga name?
The black bald head dude? Or
the white bald head dude that's in the middle. That he's basically the host of the show. He the creator.
I know what you're talking about.
He'll hit you with, all right, I'll give you 51% of accuracy. As soon as the motherfucker say 51 or something, you don't own that shit no more. Mm-hmm. They own the majority. He hit people with that all the time. And he'll give you a chance to buy your equity back.
Yeah, they hit you with the sharecropper deal. Yeah. That's what I call it, the sharecropper deal.
They be doing that shit all the time, man. That shit be funny, man. Cause it do be some idiots that just they broke, man. They been putting so much money into this. All right, I'll take it. Wherever I take it. And I be seeing some of them products in stores. They be on the like 5 or below,
and they put on there that it was on Shark Tank. And all
yeah. As seen on Shark Tank. Mm-hmm. All right, we gonna get to some music, man, real quick, and then we gonna come back with some more shit for you. We got about 30 minutes left. Appreciate you for tuning in. Let's go. Let's get into oh shit. What was I finna play? We're getting a Young Hank, Feeling Myself.
Ooh, 808 squad.
I ain't never had shit, nigga. I grew up and got this motherfucking bag. I'm just feeling myself, for real. All this money on me got me feeling myself. All this drip on me got me feeling myself. All this jewelry on me got me feeling myself. This shit ain't come to me, I had to get it myself. Yeah. All this money on me got me feeling myself. All this drip on me got me feeling myself. All this jewelry on me got me feeling myself. This shit ain't come to me, I had to get it myself. Yeah. Smoking on that gas, I know it's bad for my health. These niggas ain't trying to help, they down for themselves. I used to be broke, had to get it off the shelf. I used to be broke, now I call myself well. Yeah. I'ma buy a bottle and you know it's not a problem. I order up a room, baby, let's hop in the shower. Lil' baby, she a model and she suck it like a bottle. Lil' baby, she a swallow, she ain't even got a goggle. Yeah. Used to be broke back in the days, working for minimum wage. See you stuck in your ways. You don't even like getting paid. See, ain't got time for that. Don't even got time to rap. Stop all that line cap. I'm running to the money itself. All this money on me got me feeling myself. All this drip on me got me feeling myself. All this jewelry on me got me feeling myself. This shit ain't come to me, I had to get it myself. Yeah. All this money on me got me feeling myself. All this drip on me got me feeling myself. All this jewelry on me got me feeling myself. This shit ain't come to me, I had to get it myself. Yeah. Money. I gotta get to the cheddar. Left some money on the dresser, baby, you can have whatever. Her feet gon' be softer than feathers. Babe, you know it ain't no pressure. Finessing these niggas. I ran up a check on these niggas. Fuck it, I'm out on the grind. I heard my life on the line. Ducking and dodging the crime. Looking like a dollar sign. Mama asked me, I'm fine. I told mom I'm straight. She said, keep doing what you doing. You on board, keep skating. Why these niggas wanna hate? Cause I'm getting to the cake. Just moved out of state. Putting food on my plate. Drippin', I got lots of sauce. Tired of hearing these niggas mouth. Running sack up in the loft. Got the bag, now I'm taking off. All this money on me got me feeling myself. All this drip on me got me feeling myself. All this jewelry on me got me feeling myself. This shit ain't come to me, I had to get it myself. Hey. All this money on me got me feeling myself. All this drip on me got me feeling myself. All this jewelry on me got me feeling myself. This shit ain't come to me, I had to get it myself. Hey.
Chop, walk.
Profit daily, no mafia top. The QP jerseys, I sign for problems. QP the gang, I'm a real life goblin. So many murders, the mirror is polished. Run up your bag, get hit, I'm a rob. Lacing within OD, I'm a doc. Prison of riches coming upon it. Straight to the beef, I'm keeping it honest. Good with a pistol, I'm trained like Thomas. Stand on 10, his trap, my cottage. Purchase a body, get bought, no audit. All about beef, straight Benny or Honda. Learn how to rap, I grew up on phonics. Straight from the block, I grew up with riders. Straight from the point, I ain't ducking it hard. Feeling yourself, get shot in dodge. Ready for war, I'm strapped like Keith. Charging the game, and I pay my fee. 5 in the tank, I slide on E. Straight to the top with a gun on me. Mad to the bitch, he wanna be me. Cupid the gang, no I and we. My pot need died, I can't even sleep. All in his minds might live on the beach. I want you, no CeeLo Green. Holding his head, what it means to me. Business first, no murder, no peace. Broke in a bitch, can't afford no tea. Buy me a block like Master P. Murder a person, murder a beat. Solid as fuck, just put it on me. Run down on him, get clapped and cease. Do it for me, man, I jumped in the streets. First one to it, I'm good with the beef. Truth be told, man, I signed for a piece. QP jersey gave me the keys. QP Blizz, he showed me the peace. Still for me, I'ma rock you to sleep. Real street nigga, I'm chasing the green. Real street nigga, I'm chasing my dream. Profit daily, no mafia top. The QP jersey, I signed for problems. QP the gang, I'm a real life goblin. So many murders, the mirror is polished. Run up your bag, get hit, I'm a rob. Lacing within OD, I'm a doc. Prison of riches coming upon it. Straight to the beef, I'm keeping it honest. Good with a pistol, I'm trained like Thomas. Stand on 10, his trap, my cottage. Purchase a body, get bought, no audit. All about beef, straight Benny or Honda. Learn how to rap, I grew up on phonics. Straight from the block, I grew up with riders. Straight from the point, I ain't ducking it hard. Feeling yourself, get shot and die. Get back on my head, wouldn't wanna be me. Prison of rich, man, it is what it seems. Ready for war, man, this is my piece. Pay me a murder, I do it for free. Give me the go, been camping for weeks. Drop top on them, get hit from the seat. Locking me up, man, it's all on me. 25 to life, I'ma find my peace. Quick as a prophecy is QP. My mirrors are murders, he must ain't see. Fuck one with him, better take it on bleak. Execution, get on your knees. Murder a person, murder a beat. My father, he love me, he lecture me. Murder a person, murder a beat. Top of the hill, wanna be like me. Cupid the game, and I'm bringing the heat. Cupid cartel, Medellin. Robbing and murder, we make it look easy. A brand new Drake, but I'm back to a feast. All in my face, don't like him, he cheesy. Shoot him in the head, just give me a reason. Fuck one with him, not willing to reason. Piss on my game, that's a QP trees. Profit daily, no mafia top. The QP jersey, I signed for problems. Cupid the gang, I'm a real life goblin. So many murders, the mirror is polished. Run up your bag, get hit, I'm a rob. Lacing within OD, I'm a doc. Prison of riches coming upon it. Straight to the beef, I'm keeping it honest. Good with a pistol, I'm trained like Thomas. Stand on 10, his trap, my cottage. Purchase a body, get bought, no audit. All about beef, straight Benny or Honda. Learn how to rap, I grew up on phonics. Straight from the block, I grew up with riders. Straight from the point, I ain't ducking it hard. Feeling yourself, get shot in dodging.
We back.
All right, so we're going to pull up the rear here. I don't know how many people seen it, heard about it, but there's a picture circulating on the internet. It is a picture of Dwayne Wade, his son that believes he is his daughter, and Gabrielle Union. For those of you that can't see the picture, don't have the picture pulled up, Dwayne Wade has on a long sleeve gray shirt, a black skirt with a man bag around his waist, kind of like a fanny pouch / purse thing. He has on black tights and what looks like tennis shoes. His son has on black and gold legging pants, look like 3-inch heel boots, black, white, and gold shirt, a green, I guess, almost trench coat-like coat. His head is mostly shaven, minus 2 long, thick purple braids and a crown. And Gabrielle Union has on some type of like dress, pants looking thing. I can't tell if that's a flower, maybe some type of African print. Also has like a little braided like headband deal, and it's also long sleeve. And I just wanted to get people reaction on things like this. Like, how do y'all, feel about this? Like, I want to say, I think his name's Zion Wade is his was his born name.
Zion.
Yeah. and he wants to be called Zaya. And I want to say he's, 12 years old? 12 or 13 years old?
Man, he gay.
Like, how do y'all feel about parents not just promoting it like what Dwayne Wade is doing?
It's a thin line between support and promote.
Yeah, he's definitely promoting it. When you posting it all over social media, like I never understood why he felt like it was, social media needed to be involved with things that his son is telling him.
What his words, he was saying he didn't want him to get bullied because
what about that was going to stop that?
The world was going to soon find out, and he wanted him to know that he supported whatever decision he made. So that's why he came out like publicly with it.
Or why wouldn't you, like, this to me is a situation where you need to talk to the child and figure out what is causing him this type of confusion.
Well, my conspiracy, I think I've told you this before.
Oh yeah, you definitely have.
My conspiracy theory is when Wade had his nanny, Zaire and Zion, their nanny, when Dwayne Wade was out for games and all that, was a gay white man. He was gay. He was known gay. He's very feminine. And him and Dwayne Wade and all of them always took trips together. Now, Dwayne Wade, I love him as an athlete, but he has some feminine ways about him. He might be a little undercover because I think Gabrielle Union went on record saying that he likes to get his ass ate.
Yeah, she said that they definitely do things with his ass.
With his ass. So, I mean, that's suspect in this.
Also, in that picture, Dwayne Wade, her has also died. It's dyed red on the picture. So,
and he's wearing a skirt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think he's trying to literally vicariously live through his son.
Yeah, and I said the same
with
thing.
With the oldest, he's trying to make sure he's a hooper. And with this one, he's like, you can be openly gay because I always wanted to do that. You know what I mean? Like,
And I definitely said the same thing earlier, that I feel like that that really the son is kind of like a reflection of him and how he want to be. You know what I'm saying? Because Dwayne Wade was never like this prior to Gabrielle Union, which, people in Hollywood, everybody got their feelings on those type of people and the things that they do. But my thing is, I want to know, like, how do people feel as far as encouraging this type of behavior and allowing children to make these type of decisions that I personally feel like they're not mentally equipped to make. Like, I don't feel like a 12-year-old or young, because it's actually happened when he was younger. It's 12 now.
Oh, he was younger. He was way young. He was like 7 or 8.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't feel like that you should be telling them, like, it's okay for you to pick your gender based off of how you feel, and saying, like, oh, you like these things. Like, maybe he liked them things. That's all he's seen. Like, if you got him with a nanny that's a homosexual, a very feminine homosexual, if nobody has ever seen or met the man. And
all he did was have fun with him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. All he knows is that type of behavior and those things that are fun. What do you think he's going to grow up, and what do you think he's going to think? He don't spend a lot of time with you.
See, Zaire, he was old enough to, like, know his mom.
Yeah, he was raised by that side of the family.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was raised by that side of the
family.
So
he's a whole different, you know what I'm saying, aspect. This is Dwayne Wade's product.
And then why also are you taking them to these pride rallies and things like that's for adults?
That's confusing them even more.
Yeah, that's for adults.
And then he was riding on the float like he was an ambassador of kid gayness. And I think that's what it's basically trying to be. Like, they've been trying to feminize.
Yeah, they demasculate and feminize.
Yeah, they've been trying to do that for years.
Oh yeah,
they've been trying to do that for years, and it's slowly.
Yeah, they call masculinity toxic. If you're a masculine man and you believe in masculine things, apparently that has become toxic, and that should be stomped out of current society.
Yeah, which is.
But my thing
is a form of racism.
Yeah, it's definitely a form of discrimination. But my thing is with that, if you feel like that a child that age is mentally equipped to make those type of decisions and basically decide what gender they are and they aren't, and things like that, then you putting a lot on a plate. Because if you tell one child that you can make the decision based on how you feel, that you're a boy or you're a girl or you're genderless or whatever it is, then again, I always bring it back to something that we all can agree is bad. What about the kids that feel like that they're in love with an adult man? You know, a little boy that feel like he in love with an adult man, you know, or a girl that's in love with a man that's twice her age. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to allow children to make those type of life choices at ages that they shouldn't be making it at, then, you know, where's the line being drawn? Because you can't say, well, you old enough to pick your, you old enough and mentally equipped enough to pick your gender and your sexuality, but you're not old enough to decide who you want to be in a relationship with. You know what I'm saying? All that to me is confusion. You know what I'm saying? These kids need to be sat down and explain why it's not okay to be dating somebody that old, you know, and why it's not okay for a young boy to shave his head and get 2 big weave purple ponytails and rock leggings and a female tight trench coat and 3-inch heels. You know what I'm saying? And legally changing his name and getting upset if people don't refer to you as another gender. Like, it has to be a line drawn there. And I wish people were harder about the kids, but again, it goes back to, well, hey, if I'm cool with it, then it's fine. Like, it's no structure. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can get mad at the women that dated R. Kelly, and they all 17, 18, a couple of them 21, you know, and older, and we saying that they're brainwashed and they were young-minded and didn't understand what they were doing and things like that. But then you got somebody that's half of their age, and you want to say that they're strong and that they can pick what gender they are and what sexuality they are, and they know what they want. And these kids, they know themselves. A kid does not know themselves. A kid has no idea about themselves. They learning every day. And it's your job to shepherd over them and to teach them about themselves, and not just teach them what they're supposed to be doing, but why, and the beauty in it. You know, and I felt like Dwayne Wade feeling guilty that he was probably a piece of shit, very absent father. You know, he was the father that wrote the check for other people to take you to go do fun things because you gone, 9 months out the year. You training probably another 1 or 2 months. You really only got 1 month off. And for a while, he never even had custody of his kids. I feel like he just like, okay, whatever you want to do, I'm going to support it. Whether I agree with it, don't agree with it, I'm going to support it. And like you said, Drake, a little bit of this may be, him coming out and he like, man. Yeah. Because in the coming years, if he start to say it's all right, love is love, and it's all right for 2 men to be together, and him and Gabrielle bring another man and another woman on and all that type of stuff, then I think it's going to validate what you're saying. It's going to definitely validate what you're saying.
Hey, man. I always thought, I be thinking some certain players carry themselves a little flamboyant. You know what I mean? And he was definitely on that radar, like, bruh.
Mm-hmm. Him, Russell Westbrook is one.
You think Russ?
Russ, he done put on some things that really make me question some stuff sometimes.
I don't say his style. I don't really sure, because some people dress weird as fuck. Like,
yeah, Russell don't carry himself feminine, but some of the clothes that he wear is definitely some very feminine clothes.
I can't wear my shit with my chest out and shit like that.
Nah, man, you start wearing, skin tight,
fuck you,
short suits.
That's why that's what I was gonna wear for my birthday, man. On Friday at the bowling alley.
Oh man,
I was gonna wear some of my chest out.
If you show up with some of them tight short sleeve suits and with a man bag purse like LeBron, I'm gonna have to be like, hold on, Drew.
Hey, wait, hold on. That was a briefcase.
That was a purse.
Now, if he had it around here, he carried it out. He
had one around there.
Hey, that's a different story. That's a different story.
He had both.
He had a bag. Now,
he had one on his hip before, one over his shoulder before, and one in his hand.
I made a post like a month back because I seen a dude. He was at the gas station, grown ass man, like somebody you'd be thinking, oh, this thug ass nigga, and he had a bag, but you know what I'm saying? He got a little bag on the side, and the first thing I see with them bags, I'll be thinking like, Hey, he got a strap in that. You know, that's supposed to where they keep the strap or whatever. Hey, he was in front of me in line. He gets to the line. She say, I don't forget how much it was, but for the sake of the story, I'm gonna say $10.50. She say $10.50. He grabbed a bag. Bruh, I man, the post ain't nothing funnier than a grown man when they tell him how much something is, he reach in his purse and grab the money. That is funny looking, bruh.
And what's crazy is people, when they want you to accept something, they love to change the name. You know what I'm saying? A woman has on a bag like that, it's a purse. A man put it on, it's not a purse, it's a man bag. It's a purse.
It's a purse.
Yeah, it's a purse.
It's a purse, man.
And if that's you, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But don't, you know, like Big Bro was saying earlier, you know what I'm saying? Just be who you are. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can say. Just be who you are.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what Zion gonna say. I am being what I am. I'm the girl.
Well, I don't.
What you gonna say to that?
I'm gonna say that if you were grown, I could put a little respect on that.
So
when I know you have all the information,
let's do this.
I can respect your
Let's
decision.
do this. We got 15 minutes, right?
Right.
All right. Let's, hypothetically speaking, you had a son. You had a son that was showing signs on the edge. Now this scenario is different because you don't have a gay nanny. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You just got a son saying, I really don't know if I like men or women.
How old is he?
10.
10?
For the sake of the story. Yeah, 10.
Okay.
Now 10, you know 10 is, they knowledgeable of a lot of shit.
Yeah, they getting there.
Yeah. So, what do you say? Tell me, you talking to him, what do you say after he tells you this?
That he don't know if he like men or women?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say before I dive into the conversation, I'm like,
y'all had to see his gesture.
I'm gonna say like him how.
Like him how?
You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about? Before I just dive in on, I want him to tell me
all right.
in what ways he's speaking.
And he says, Dad, I really don't want a girlfriend. I think I want a boyfriend.
I'm gonna tell him.
I want to kiss boys.
I'm gonna tell him that's unacceptable, and I'm gonna explain to him why.
So okay, now, see, this story that what you exactly said. I had a friend. We would call him C. Okay, all right. He probably know if I don't know if he was listening, but his name is C. He told his dad that, but he wasn't 10. He was like 16 at the time. 16. We was in high school. And he told him, you know, basically, like, I like boys. And Dad said, no, you don't. He was like, yes, I do. And what he told me was that made him even more want to go against his father.
Hey, you want to be rebellious, huh?
Yeah. So you telling that 10-year-old that, what if he says, fuck Dad, I want to do what I want to do. And I know if Dad don't want that, then I'm going to do, you know what I mean? That's how kids are. Like, I could say to my oldest, like, you know what I'm saying? I used to rock my hat like that. He ain't going to wear his hat like that no more. Because he want to be his own person.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He don't want everybody to keep saying, you gotta like your, you know what I'm saying? He want to be his own person. So kids do that. They tend, you got some kids that want to imitate you, and you got some kids that just, they want to be opposite of you. They love you, but they just don't want to be what you are. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's facts.
So what do you say then?
Well, you know, after we had this conversation, I'm also gonna look a little deeper into. Well, I'm hyper conscious about this anyway, so you know, it probably wouldn't apply to me. But I'm gonna think about what do I have my child exposed to that will make him confused like this.
Yeah, but it won't necessarily be you.
I'm not saying just me. I'm not saying just what I exposed to. Just what are they exposed
school.
to? Like, what kind of shows are they watching? What are they learning in
school?
You know what I'm saying? Because you know they got classes in certain states where they finna start teaching that stuff.
Friends, when a girl gets more attention from other girls then she gets negative attention from men, she might turn out to just like girls. You know what I'm saying? Like when that happens to, like, I had a girl on my team in elementary school. She already identified as gay. She used to dress up like a boy at all the time. And she even had an Instagram thing talking about LGBT community. Now this girl's she was in the 4th or 5th grade. That's young. That's about the age we talk about, 9, 10. Mm-hmm. Okay. And I was curious. I'm like, why do you think you only like girls? And she said, 'cause they the only ones who are my friends and that respect me. Like, boys just talk bad about me and say I look like a boy, so I was like, I might as well be a boy. School.
And that's when, like, you know, I would encourage the parents, like, but I encourage parents anyway, like, you know, build up your kids' self-esteem. Because if you don't, they can fall victim to stuff like that, listening to outside people and then want to make life decisions saying, oh, you know, I get treated bad. I'm constantly getting called a boy. I look like a boy. I act like a boy. You know, maybe I am a boy and, you know, I just don't know it. Or maybe I do need to do what boys do and like girls, or, you know, vice versa. You got to build up your kid. Like, everything starts from day one. Like, you got to have a plan. You have to, you know, enact your plan. You got to know what you want to keep your kids exposed to, what you want them not to be exposed to, because all that, you know, shapes everything. I was listening to a counselor talk on a, not really a podcast, but an interview about this subject. And he said, you know, kids he treat, it's a few factors that he noticed in all kids.
So
one of these few
you
factors.
saying he treats gayness?
Not treats gayness. I'm just saying he's treated kids
that was confused.
Exactly. And he's saying one of the main things he sees is they've been sexually abused in some way. The parents have demeaned them to the point, like you were just saying, except with other kids is the parents themselves are saying, like, you know, you acting like a boy, or if it's a boy, then, you know, stop acting like a girl. You being a little girl, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, thinking they encourage them to be more manly, but really it's sitting in their subconscious like, damn, if I'm always acting like a girl, maybe I am a girl. And he say, you know, subliminal things like that, it sits in a child's psyche. You know what I'm saying? And that helps go into that confusion. He said, but them two of the main factors is how the parents treat them and go about things when they're doing a behavior incorrectly. Like if you see your son skipping, you know what I'm saying, and you don't want your child, you know, you don't want your boy to skip.
Stop that prancing around and
yeah,
shit.
exactly. You start saying stuff like that and start saying, you know, things that you're not explaining to them why.
Yeah.
Then the more you say that stuff and never explain them, then they start thinking like, man, he always saying I'm a girl. He always telling me I act like a girl. Maybe I should start dressing like a girl. Maybe I do like what girls like. And then with everything being so open as, you know, no matter what age you are, if you feel this way, then you probably are this way. When you got all this encouragement to be confused, you know, it's just easy now. Before, you know, it was a lot of discouragement on it. So a lot of kids had to kind of figure themselves out. Now it's just like whatever you go, the first feeling you have is that. So if you confused right away, don't worry about it. You ain't confused. You was born that way. It's okay. We support you, you know. And that's just what they go with, because kids are always looking for acceptance.
Yeah, I never bought into the you can be born gay thing. I don't think it's a genetic thing.
No, it's not. It's definitely a behavior.
If it was a genetic thing, like you would have, if somebody was gay, they had some.
You could test for it.
It'd be multiple things, and you'll be able to say, like you can say, hey, this kid is autistic. Mm-hmm. You can be like, oh, this kid's about to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'll be a sentimental.
And once you start opening that slippery slope up, then you gonna open up a slippery slope to everything. Then everybody's gonna call every abnormal behavior. They're gonna start blaming it on DNA. People gonna say, oh, the reason I'm a killer is because it's in my DNA. I can't help it. The reason I'm a pedophile. The reason I steal things.
Well, they definitely trying to justify pedophilia right now.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. Like, they got websites and all that other shit.
They got a whole movement.
Tiffany chimed in. She said school is a big influence.
Oh, yeah, because kids spend so much time there, and then a lot of parents
it's half of their day. It's half of their day.
Yeah, and a lot of parents use the school to raise their child.
As a babysitter and raising it. And when you let other kids raise your kids, the chances of it being a successful child is very
most
slim.
of these kids confused. A lot of these kids don't know it. You know what I'm saying? And this is the explicit show, so I'm going to say a lot of these kids are born to get a check. A lot of these kids are born so their parents can fall under certain guidelines to be able to receive certain funds. A lot of these kids are born out of spite.
Out of spite.
A lot of these kids are born to try to keep another person around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some people do it because they feel lonely and they want something to love them. I actually had a cousin.
To take somebody from somebody.
Yeah, I actually had a cousin who told us when we was kids, like, she wanted to have a baby because she wanted something to love her. And she did. She ended up having 3 kids.
No man.
Yeah, 3 kids. Yeah, don't have a man. They got a couple of them got different days. She ended up having 3 kids, and she also is she's on the spectrum. You know what I'm saying? The autistic spectrum. She's definitely on the spectrum, but she's functioning. You know what I'm saying? But that's what she wanted. She wanted a child. She felt like, you know, that's where I can find some true love. And it is a lot of people out there that's lonely that want to have kids.
Is she legally like on the spectrum?
Yeah, she get a little check. Yeah.
Now
she can still work.
I thought they
limit
their childbirth when you're autistic. Is that true?
Not that I know of. Like I said, that'll be a question like for her mom. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that far into it, but I do remember having them conversations with her.
I know when I worked at GC, I ain't gonna promote them or nothing, but when I worked there, I know they had protocols because men and the kids and the girls and the boys, they weren't to interact because some of them were exposed to being molested and stuff like that. So they did try to reenact them situations. You know what I mean? And one of the people I was working with was telling me that they couldn't have kids. Like they could have kids, but they sign shit that it's being aborted. Or you know what I mean? Like it's gonna be aborted. Like just off strength. Now I don't know if you remember that one movie where it was no, that was SVU. Remember SVU when it was autistic girl got raped, but she wanted to keep the baby.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
She was a white girl with like blonde hair, I think.
And she wanted to keep the baby because she was on the spectrum, but she was a functioning autistic girl. You know what I mean? So she knew she was pregnant. She knew she got raped, but she wanted to keep. She was like, "Don't kill my baby." You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't want to. So they encourage birth control, but they can't stop them from having kids. So there's no law saying that. You know what I'm saying? But you can try to prevent. Okay, good shit, Tiffany. But I just think you can't be born gay. You can be born autistic. So what Dwayne Wade is doing is he's pushing the situation further. Like, now I'm not saying control your kid, but control your kids. But don't, you know what I mean?
You got to control their environment. You got to control
what they interact with and what interacts with them.
Kids are like sponges. You know what I'm saying? They're going to pick up and they're going to consume whatever's around them. You have to control the factors that's around them.
That affects their upbringing.
Exactly.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? If you don't want your kid to demonstrate a lot of violent tendencies, then you don't have them around a lot of, violent people. You don't really act violent towards them because they're going to demonstrate what they see. If a kid hears you cuss, guess what? That kid is going to cuss.
Yeah, that's how a baby first learns how to hit because they see somebody else hit. And then you be like, who taught them how to hit people like that? They usually see the action and then they reenact it. And that's usually the first thing.
And part of the reason a lot of these parents and a lot of people want to just say it's in the DNA is one, They want to have a reason to normalize abnormal behavior. And 2, they want to have an excuse for why whatever they failed to do as a parent, you know what I'm saying, had no part in playing into what ultimately became of the child. You know, if you could say that they was born this way, then whatever they do has nothing to do with you as a parent. You played no part in that.
But sometimes, now what I can say, so it be certain situations where a mother's doing her best. Tiffany said, in my opinion, he mocks what he sees. His dad wears skirts and likes his ass. That's what we said earlier, Tiffany. That's
we definitely
what we said earlier.
Definitely
because
agree.
I don't know if you knew. I don't know if you knew that the nanny was gay that Dwayne Wade had, and it was a rumor that him and Dwayne Wade was having a relationship.
Allegedly, yeah.
Allegedly having a relationship before Gabrielle Union. So
and Dwayne Wade and his boyfriends go all the way back to when he was in high school. It's not something what I'm saying, that's foreign. His baby mama actually said it before, but everybody kind of wrote it off as she's just a bitter baby mama.
She was just bitter because she was broke. But we got 30 seconds left. We appreciate everybody for tuning in, listening to us. We'll get back to more deep discussions, crazy shit. This Drake Lockhead with
Reggie. Hey, catch us on Spotify, Spreaker, pretty much all the iHeartRadio,
the Spillover,
you know, all the big platforms. You can catch us over. Just type in the Spillover.
And Big Bro left, but
Big Bro.
And we are out of here, man. We appreciate y'all.
Ooh, you make a mess.